the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the Drunken Peasants. It's episode 1081.
Do it live!
Back again, doing it live. And we got Scott Henson back once again. Welcome back, Scott.
That's me.
Hi.
Welcome
it is
back.
You. It is you. You know, the last actual Mania was insane. Like the way it ended up turning out was unbelievable. So
Please tell me more. Here, I know one little. Well, I think I know one little thing. Regular donor, Honest Red, informed me via a $5 donation the other day that I believe he beat Egghead. Is that accurate?
But the way we got to that was the craziest part. So
okay, tell me everything.
There's the voting portion of it, and the voting ended up being.
I'm gonna have to crack a official sponsor of the show, a Nitro Vanilla Pepsi, to hear about this. Now it's a tax write-off.
Nice.
So the voting ended up being 50-50 in the end, and
like dead ass 50-50.
Well, that was from the voting, but there was an additional.
I've been trying to explain this to you, Scott. You fucker. I've been trying to explain it, and every time I try, you interrupt me, asshole.
So what happened, Ben?
What was that?
Tell me more about what happened.
Do you want me to just not do it? Or do you want... Okay.
Honestly, tell me. And I actually wasn't even really trying to do the interrupting thing as much as I do sometimes. This is just how I am, and I wish you would accept me for it.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Scottism.
Are you sure you don't want to open another drink before I explain what happened?
The drink, I do suppose, interrupt.
Do you have any other product placements?
Do you have any sponsored snacks, Scott?
I do, but not yet. That's for when I interrupt you later.
Okay. All right.
You got a mid snack?
So, because it was a hardcore match, they answered a series of questions to earn weapons, and the weapons almost worked. They almost worked like D&D weapons. They had like damage that they would do, and there was a chance of it backfiring and the weapon being used against them instead.
Okay.
So Egghead earns 2 weapons. Honest Red earns 1. Egghead gets the most powerful weapons, but he didn't need to use both of them. But he was so mad at Honest Red from Honest Red trolling him that he just said, use them both. So
he flew too close to the sun?
He only needed... So the first one he did was effective, and he would have won if he would have stopped there. But then he used the one that only had a 1 in 10 chance of backfiring, but it also did the most damage. And it backfired. He rolled a 1 on a 10-sided die, and he lost because of that. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It was a classic Egghead backfire.
Was he devastated?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he flipped his shit. He quit.
Again.
Yeah.
Did he quit forever? Will we never see him
No,
again?
actually, there was a surprise promo from a new challenger that night.
Smeghead.
It's Smarty. I don't know if you've ever met Smarty before.
Not sure.
Yeah, he's been a guest on here a few times, like quite a few times actually over the years. But he cut a promo that he's calling out Egghead. I'm trying to find it here really quick because it's pretty good. And I guess from what I understand, he's going to have another promo prepared for the next show after this. Yeah, this is it.
410 episodes ago, I laid down a challenge. I laid down a challenge to Egghead for the Cringerweight Championship, and he ran. I watched for 410 episodes as his hubris and ego inflated to the size of another world. I sat idly by, watching Egghead think that Drunken Peasants and Actual Mania belong to him. Well, frankly, I can't do it anymore. So at the next Actual Mania, I'm gonna kill your Actual Mania career.
Please show Scoot my videos, sweet boys. I think he will like them.
Oh, we'll do that later if we have time left at the end. Because Honest Red did pull out, like, he chugged an entire bottle of wine, like, really quick, which was impressive. I didn't expect him to do that. So he made some good videos. It was altogether a pretty impressive Actual Mania. There were a ton of upsets, like Hannibal and Monty finally got dethroned by King Cobra and Cool Taste.
Yeah, all the spoilers are out there. If you haven't watched it,
yeah, I mean, it's been a week.
Your life, go check it out.
It's been a week. Yeah, go check it out. It's pretty good. I'm actually on Patreon. I'm thinking about making an Actual Mania only playlist with all of them in order, so people can go back and watch it that way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. So let's talk about the stuff in our thumbnail today. This is King Cobra dyed his hair.
Oh my god, it looks so funny.
And how did that go?
It looks so funny.
Let me show you tonight's thumbnail before I play the video. See, the thing is he was doing this as like a dono fundraiser, and he said that if he got $200, the goal of $200, he would dye his hair out during a live stream. Okay?
I don't think people should send him $200.
He basically lives off of donos.
I think they should send him $2,000. Give this guy a bigger budget. Look what he does with beer money.
You do make a point, actually. Yeah, so when you said dyed his hair, I'm like, wouldn't that entail mostly dyeing his head?
But he didn't do it during a live stream like he promised.
Oh,
That's
really?
the thing, yeah.
How hard is it to dye your hair?
Not hard for most people.
It's so easy.
Do it
even a caveman could do it.
Well, how difficult is it to not mix up iced tea and sweet tea?
I wouldn't know. I only drink unsweetened iced tea.
Well, it's not about what you drink. It's about knowing not to. You're working, and there's two types of tea, and you don't mix them up.
I think that people should be not just fired, but put on like death row for missing the sweet tea with the unsweet tea.
That was one of the reasons Cobes got fired.
That's why he needs to sit home, dye his hair, and get $2,000 donos from the fans.
I always have to remember when I cross the border, if I order iced tea at a restaurant in the northern U.S., that it comes unsweetened, because that it does not here. Like, there's no, unless you specifically requested, you're not getting unsweetened iced tea in Canada. But then if you go further south in the States, it's all like sweet tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you run a complicated ship down there, and I don't know if I agree with it. Hey, also, fuck unsweetened iced tea. It's
I'm drinking it right now.
Yeah, I drink it
so
too.
refreshing.
You are, and you're wrong, and I apologize for.
I don't trust a lot of your food takes, because you seem like a low key picky eater.
Nothing but wins over here.
I don't know about that.
I definitely have eaten with Scott all over the United States, and he's a good eater.
I'm a good eater.
He's a good eater. He's good.
Ask pussies across the United States. I'm a good eater.
Meow.
All right, we are gonna go into this whole thing with the hair dye. Here we go.
There's not a treat in Rhode Island that Scott and I didn't eat.
I would kill a man for frozen custard right now. Or Adele's lemonade.
Yeah, Adele's lemonade. I just want to go back to the Nordic Lodge and have all you can eat lobster.
All you can. I have never been happier or more disgusted with myself. I took 6
I think
whole
us in the Discord are getting
lobsters.
ready for the next DP idol. When is that?
We might do that soon.
Threw away everything but the tail, and I ate 6 lobster tails. It was gross.
So after promising to dye his hair black live on a live stream, he didn't do that. He posted a 7-second video of him doing it. Right here. This is it. Not live. Now, the reason why this was an interest of his fans is because there's a classic video of him from like 10 years ago where he dyed his eyebrows and his facial hair and his hair, and his whole face was like covered in blue dye. It looked blue. And then during the live stream, he got a call from his employer, Wendy's at the time, and they're like, "You're late for work. You got to come in right now." So he came into work looking like that.
That's so funny.
That's fantastic.
This is an Encino Man sequel right here. My guy looks good.
He normally looks kind of confused. He looks really confused.
Do we have a cleaned up version of him after this, or
yeah?
Or is this just what he looks like clean now?
I'm grabbing the old, like this is the old
Avatar.
That look.
Yeah, he had to go into work at Wendy's looking like that.
Just quit. You can't go like that. Just quit your job.
I mean, he was a hard worker. They only fired him because he mixed up the unsweet and the sweet tea.
There was a lot of stuff.
Oh.
Also, he let everyone know which one he worked at, so
that was probably the final blow.
Yeah, because people were trolling him at work and shit. Everyone liked the stream, by the way. If you haven't, what was that?
I can't picture him having a job, like a people job.
Normally, this was true for Chris Chan too. Chris Chan worked at a Wendy's. Normally, when there's someone with issues like these guys, they make them clean the dining room, like clean off the trays and fill the tea. And
Ben also worked at Wendy's, but he wasn't the tea filler.
I was never a tea filler.
They saw Ben. They're like, we're putting him right on fries. You're going directly onto fries.
I did grill and fries.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'd have to do both of them at the same time.
I worked at Wendy's, but I was just there to inspect the chili. I had to make sure they weren't putting extra shit in there that wasn't supposed to go in.
In chili,
I was a chili inspector.
Imagine Wendy's actually having to hire one person to inspect chili.
Yeah,
that's your entire 40-hour-a-week job. Is inspecting the chili.
They'd say, "Inspector Billy, inspect the chili."
Shout out to Anonymous Cutie. Thank you for your $20 donation.
This is right after, and then I have the video of him getting mad that people are complaining. I have that one too.
Cash App.
I do want to say it doesn't look too bad.
It looks great.
Looks beautiful.
Also, a shout out.
Here's why. It just clicked for me. This is a rare washed head of hair.
Exactly. Yeah, because normally it's all greasy.
I've never seen his hair look this non-oily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes his thinning hair show more because it strands together that when it's all oily like that. So yes, he looks way better right here. He should shower more often.
Yeah. Wash your ass.
Girlfriend Lindsay.
Somebody needs to become his girlfriend so they can make him shower all the time.
It's beautiful.
He cleans up pretty well. If he had a director, a feminine director.
Well, let's not go crazy. He cleans up. I don't know if he cleans up pretty well.
Oh, I've seen worse than this. Get girls that are way out of their league.
Alive, of age.
Yeah.
He's got too many standards, you see. Too many conditions.
Widen the playing field.
Yeah.
Harvey Price, who is a famous singer, but also maybe there's another person with a similar name. I don't know. But regardless, thank you, Tom, for your donation of $1.12.
Thank you, Tom.
He's so unenthusiastic about the $1.12.
As a live streamer, and I don't know if I should tell our audience this because they're going to get hip and realize how fucking evil we are as live streamers. Whenever we read your small donations, we're doing it to mock you. We're like, you're $1.12.
Thanks for the buck.
In our head, we're like, screw you.
You can't even send us a $1.12 dono here.
Okay, because I was being mean.
I set a minimum of $2.
Yeah, never again.
And
His volume
I'm
is so
uploading a
low
video.
here.
I went outside to have a cigarette.
See, this is actually from his channel. Normally we watch Boglum Chronicles where they clean up everything. So like on his actual streams, his volume is so low. I have my thing boosted as high as it'll go just to hear him.
He's very low volume, low energy.
Yeah. It's all the hair dyeing. It's hard work.
Yes, that people were talking.
Too bad he looks good.
He do though.
I didn't know who Harvey Price was. I had to look them up. He's a famous singer.
Thank you for your $2.12, Eric.
That could be just a nickname that they
fucking
gave
human garbage
himself. I don't know. It is what it is. But anyways, Tubes, thank you for your donations and watching. I'll catch you later.
He looks like a Powerpuff Girl if Chemical X was meth.
All right, so here's the one where he's. This one's called. This one's called Addressing the Hate. Yeah.
God, he looks good.
See, this is the energy I
What's up, YouTube?
He's already out of energy.
Yeah.
He's got a
People
fucking
are
stick of
calling me
energy
a
in his mouth
fucking
right now.
scammer because I didn't film my hair dye video live.
People call me a scammer just because I didn't film it live like I told everyone I would if I got the money.
Well, to be fair, I did not get the money I asked for that.
To be fair,
and
there
I
you go.
decided that was stupid to
TBS.
charge people money for that in the first
So he's
place.
actually giving them things.
And second
So
of all,
he's
because
kind of a hero, is what
That's-
you're saying.
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm dyeing my hair black, I'm of course gonna get black hair dye all over my fucking face, and trying to film that in 2022 and be goofy like I did with the original hair dye video isn't gonna work.
Why? In 2022, it's like, it's 2022. You can't get hair dye on your face.
He doesn't want to get canceled. He knows.
I think he's scared to do blackface.
Exactly.
That's what he thinks it is, but I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, there's always people that are looking to talk shit to him. That's why he does the non-related alive crap. But
Yeah.
he needs to stop worrying about that because no reasonable person would think it was blackface.
I don't think he can stop
Because
worrying.
people
no.
might mistake it as you're doing blackface. They would take it to that level too. They'd race bait it. Like
This seems like an
You know what I'm
excuse.
saying? And I'm not giving them that fucking
I
satisfaction.
thought race baiting was when you jerked off someone of a different race.
I thought it was when you raced jerking off with other people of different races. And you
Race
see who
bait, race bait, let's go.
Let's race bait until you can finish. Who finishes first? And the white guy finishes first. Shit.
And people are like, you scammed people. I'm like, well, first of all, I didn't make the money I asked for, so I did it for free. And second of all,
So he didn't get $200. So everything is okay.
I don't think that's true though. I think he did get the. He keeps saying the money I asked for. So he got something.
He got some money. He got donos. He was reading them off earlier. He got the
But he didn't get the
$1.12.
$24,000 he needed for hair dye.
Well, that was after he dyed everything. He got the money
avoid
before the
whole
dye job happened.
potential race baiting bullshit with that. And third of all, it's already been done like once, you know? And fourth of all, you still got a video out of it.
There you go.
You know? I filmed myself for a brief minute with the dye all over my fucking face.
It looked great.
You know?
So, okay, so if you're scared to be perceived as doing blackface, why would you film a 7-second video of you in the supposed blackface?
Now,
like, it should be 0 seconds,
right?
Or it should be a full
Scott,
video.
do you want me to answer your question in a way that benefits him, or do you want me to ignore?
I would like both. Could you do both?
Well, to not benefit him, I would say, yeah, why would he do that? That's crazy, right? I would be on your side. But to benefit Cobes here, if he was doing it live, there's going to be a moment where he's live that he's going to have his face covered in black dye without being able to realize it, and he'll go to check it and catch it, and he'll have to wipe it off. But by then it'll be too late. Here, he could come out to his computer, knowing full well he's wiped off the dye to not look like blackface, just look like cave face.
But he still has some.
Yeah, like
He's
hair.
still a little blackface.
When you dye your hair, like it dyes your skin temporarily, usually for like at least 12 hours or so.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was doing blackface. He looked like he was a Neanderthal.
He looked dirty.
The Geico caveman.
Yeah, the Geico caveman or a homeless conquistador.
Sure. Yeah.
He looked like a homeless conquistador and or the Geico caveman. Those are two things he looked like, but it didn't look like blackface.
If Francisco Pizarro lived in a box.
Yes. That's
someone like
that's it.
people calling me a scammer can fuck off.
Yeah.
It's a not well thought out excuse. The blackface
Correct.
thing. He came up with that later.
Who, Cobes?
Remember
Yes.
when the Geico caveman got a sitcom?
Yeah, it was awful.
Nick Kroll was.
But yeah, I dyed my goatee. And I found a spike collar that has black spikes to match the new hair.
Sick.
I'm not going
No,
to
it's
talk
the
crap
truth.
about Nick Kroll ever again because I plan on joining the Illuminati soon.
Yeah, me too. I support and love everything that Nick Kroll does.
So that being said, it was nice to see him in Olivia Wilde's new film that she fired Shia LaBeouf from.
YouTube.
Yes. And that if it doesn't make money, Warner Brothers will go bankrupt.
Is that what they said?
I mean, like Warner Brothers has lost so much money that like they're canceling finished movies. Like they canceled Batgirl and it was
That
done.
gleam, though.
So yeah, now like the only movie they're releasing this year is Don't Worry Baby. So hope it makes some cash, guys.
I didn't like the way the hair dye video was being filmed, so I deleted it.
It looks just like all your other videos.
Filmed like the last 4 to 2 seconds of it or whatever before I hopped in the shower, and then finished washing out the dye and using the conditioner that came with it.
I like his outdoor smoking video. That's definitely what's up.
This
to
is different, I will say. This is a change of pace.
Ever since he dyed his hair,
It's interesting.
he's more amazing.
You can't please everyone, man. And to be fair, I've already done that hair dye video. That's why it's a classic.
They wanted you to recreate it.
No, I'm very sensitive about certain issues. I hate racism, sexism, and sickos and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm
honestly,
saying?
I'm not gonna let the haters get to me because I am loving the black hair.
It looks good, Cobes. You've done a good thing.
Look great.
Matt Stuck in Time says he looks like Justin Wang. It's a very, very, very busted Justin.
I think you owe Justin Wang an apology.
Yeah. He looks more like Steve Aoki to me.
Not trying to be a dick, YouTube, but people could have taken the black hair dye all over my face as blackface, and I didn't want them to think, you know, I might have been overthinking it, but it is what it is.
Cobes has never overthought anything, by the way.
This is
outside having a.
This is not necessarily a knock on Cobes. It just made me think of it. Everyone who says it is what it is dumb. Yeah. I'm probably not making friends here, but that's not a phrase for smart people.
See,
I'm just saying.
I think that if you say it is what it is, you're saying it is what it is because you believe the people you're talking to are dumb and they don't need any more of an explanation from you. So it becomes a write-off. It's like, it is what it is.
That's fair. But dumb is involved, whether it's the person being dumb or catering to dumb.
Yeah.
Marlboro NXT.
I'm more of a Marlboro NXT 2.0 kind of guy. They're more colorful.
You have to consider that when I did the original hair dye video, YouTube, people weren't as sensitive as they are today.
Fact.
It was a different time.
Also a different color. Nobody was like, oh, this guy's doing Blue Man Group face.
He's doing.
I don't intentionally try to piss people off and offend them.
Plus, with the blue face, Cope was able to say, well, I'm Blue Man Group on my dad's side.
What I'm saying, Tubes?
He's his dad's grandfather was Blue Man Group, so he'd be an octabloon.
You can't say that.
You actually can, because it's ridiculous.
Okay.
It is what it is. However, next time I dye my hair black like this, I'll film it. And I'm not going to charge you anything to
So
see.
now he said he'll do it next time, but wouldn't the same problem still exist?
No, the world will have settled down by then.
He's banking on Andrew Tate getting a W, a big W.
Banking on the pendulum swinging the other way.
I need Andrew Tate to come back to YouTube so I can do accidental blackface again.
Yeah. Okay, you got my word on that, YouTube. Next time I go to re-dye my hair black, I'll film it. And I won't charge my fans a fucking penny for it.
What a king.
So this time you charged them and you didn't film it. But
Well, he
next
said
time, all bets are off.
He said he did film it this time, right? He said he did film it, but he didn't like the way it looked. So he just gave them a quick 8-second clip because he still is a benevolent king.
Of course.
Because that's what I was gonna do originally, but like I said, I didn't like the way the video turned out. And I overthunk it just a bit. Honestly, fuck the assholes accusing me of scamming. Like, I could do a whole 8-hour fucking live stream on YouTube. And that's not good enough, you know what I'm saying? I've gone live on YouTube for like hours on end, entertaining people. And the second I don't film, like every second of me dyeing my hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid
only because in this case you asked people for money to do it and then you got money and then didn't
But
do
he
it.
didn't
I
get
think
the
that's
$200.
the specific issue.
He didn't get the $200. He was going to dye his hair anyways. He thought he'd monetize the hair dye. He realized the fans weren't putting their money where his mouth was. And then he just went and dyed his hair, started recording it, looked at the video and
It
said,
is what it is. Can
this
either
is
be
shite.
healthy acceptance or unhealthy avoidance, depending on the context.
Is that what that is, Troy? Thank you for
That's
the
what
dono.
that is.
That's what that is.
That is what that is.
I had a change of heart.
Thank you, Troy.
Like, I'm not gonna charge people money to see this shit.
What you did.
Like, oh, hey, Cobra took the hair dye a fan sent him and used it. Isn't that enough?
Isn't that enough?
Fuck's
Is that
sake,
not
YouTube.
enough? Has
Are you
Copes
not
not done enough?
entertained?
No, it's ridiculous, YouTube.
I wonder how he'd look with like a weave, like if he had a bouffant or something weaved into his
I
hair.
would love that.
That'd be
I
so
love that
cool.
for him. Question: does he think YouTube is a person?
Yeah, he talked, and when he was streaming on Facebook, I think he got banned from YouTube for a minute there, and he was streaming on Facebook, and he talks the same way. He's like, "Hey, Facebook." So
I like it.
I didn't meet the money goal for my hair dye video, so I decided to say, fuck it, just dye my hair. And as I was filming it, I didn't think I was funny enough on the hair dye video, so I deleted it.
I did not know you had comedy standards.
Big whoop.
Cobes.
You're still getting a video, dude. That's what kills me about it. I still filmed a video of me with the hair dye all over my face, and that's not good enough. You say you're fans of KingCobraJFS's videos, but I feel like y'all don't appreciate that shit.
y'all don't appreciate me enough.
Y'all don't appreciate King Cobra.
Can't appreciate shit.
And you can't please all your fans, so you just make content, and if people like it, cool. If they don't, they don't.
It is what it is.
So that's that. It is what it is. Agree to disagree. That's that.
Perfect.
Yep. Everyone like the stream. Give the stream a good liking. Have you seen the clip of the pizza pro wrestler? He's like an indie wrestler and he's a pizza man. This is weird. He's got some fresh dough.
Are you ready? Okay. Ring the bell.
It's ridiculous.
Is that not a foreign object?
It's pizza dough.
Or it's a hardcore matchup. I like how his tag partners are big belly boys. They brought the pizza man with them to fight. Is this Killmonger?
Killmonger let himself go.
I like how the pizza guy's the only fit guy there because he doesn't get high off his own supply.
Exactly.
Give me that stupid pizza boy. Get it.
Pretty good.
Kip up a little.
Not quite.
That was the worst successful kip up I've ever seen.
You know what though? I'm gonna give him a little love on this. He did have a whole fucking pizza dough in his hand during the kip
Have a
up.
whole fucking pizza.
There was when I went to that last SOS show, there was an opening tag match, and I saw one of the worst elbow drops I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, really?
Happen. Yeah.
Let's call him out. Who was it?
I can't remember. It was the first match. There was a tag match, the very first one.
You don't remember the worst elbow dropper?
Yeah,
you remember the worst elbow drop?
He clearly jumped off the top rope, landed on his feet, and laid down really fast.
Ooh,
like
I
that.
hate the foot landing.
He's protecting his
bad.
partner.
I mean,
Too much.
it can be done a little better.
That's the cool thing. When I was wrestling, everybody would just put all their weight on me and nothing would happen because I'm built like a fucking barge. Did he just pizza toss?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. I thought that was weird.
If wrestling is fake, explain this.
Yeah.
The crowd. if wrestling was real, that fucking arena would be packed to watch the pizza guy beat the shit out of fatties while shaking pizza dough in the ring.
That would be amazing.
True.
Like if this was
Luigi
UFC,
Primo.
if this was UFC, that fucking guy would be the Brock Lesnar levels of champion.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna get into something else. We'll play the intro and a recording.
Nicholas Rosas, an intro song, Pizza Pie by System of a Down. I bet you're right. If I know anything about independent wrestling,
Don't touch me.
you're probably right.
They're gonna touch me.
You should come out to That's Amore by Dean Martin.
System of a Down always wins. Anything
Syndrome of a Down.
Anything like late 90s or early 2000s rock becomes every entrance in like an indie show. Like you're going to have Disturbed, System of a Down. You're going to have Josie and the Pussyfucks. You're going to have Nickelback.
You're going to have Headstrong by Trapped.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Headstrong to take you on. It's fucking...
So
It's done.
Jared, he still thinks he won because he came into our chat and said a couple dumb things during the last episode, and did a very unsuccessful flagging attempt. I do want to put out there that Jared, doxes people in his community tab and is also posting pictures of penises photoshopped over my face, which I don't think you're supposed to put penis pictures on YouTube. So I don't know. Maybe if someone reported that, maybe that I don't know.
Maybe someone filed a legitimate report and not a false one.
Exactly. All right. So here's Jared trying to explain away the video that we played last week where he yelled at his dad and threatened to beat his dad's ass. He's trying to distort what actually happened now. So this is him explaining what actually happened.
All right, guys. Chat time, real time, whatever you want to call it. Jared's Corner. That actually sounds pretty creepy.
There are those rare moments of self-awareness. He was like,
and that's what, as I've said this before, Jared is a fucking enigma to me. Like the fake laugh and just like little moments of awareness. Is the whole thing a bit? But then
no,
it sort of becomes it becomes clear that it's not. But it's very weird because there are other people you're like, this person is like just mentally insane, and I can make sense of that. He's a tricky one.
I have a serious problem. The camera's tilted just a little further to the side than it usually is, and it's exposing his Jergens jerk cream.
It is exposing the lotion and a Super Nintendo Entertainment
I'm
system.
not sure what that wadded up yellow thing is next to the Jergens lotion. I'm hoping it's like a decrepit French bread peel. I don't. I think it's ick.
I think he jerked off with a banana peel.
I think it's ick.
So he started this. It's not a Discord server, but it's a thing similar to Discord. He started like a anti-Drunken Peasants hate server, nice. and there's some people in there that were sharing some information about what was going on in there, and basically we played a video of Jared saying he wanted to date 8-year-olds. And there were people in the server that supported Jared that were like, man, I can't believe anyone actually takes you seriously. You were obviously joking. And he's like, no, I wasn't. And then they're like, what? You actually...
The old double down.
You actually think that? He's like, yeah, I'm sorry if you don't like that, bro. That's just how I am. I'm going to speak my mind. So a bunch of people that supported him left because they figured out...
His supporters gave him an out.
Yeah.
And he did not take it.
No.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't lie.
My cause here. No, but seriously.
Not only did he not take the out, by the way, he then accused them of ageism.
Ageism, yeah.
That's fun.
Guys, look. I'm not here to prove myself to anyone, all right?
So why are you making the video?
If you think I'm a monster and a pig, I can't change your mind. And
you could by not being a pig.
By stopping to be a monster and a pig.
Yeah.
You know, that's okay. You're free to think that way. That's fine.
Billy,
okay?
As someone who works with barges, I enjoyed your built like a barge joke too much. Appreciate you, sweet boy.
That one was for you, Nate.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but it is what it is. I'm not going to change your mind.
He just said it is what it is. He literally just said it is what it is.
He's a big it is what it is guy.
Yeah.
But for those of you in the Drunken Peasants who may be on the fence about me, look, there's something I want to talk about, okay? And I've talked about this on a video before, but I guess I'll just make a video based on it.
Okay.
The stupid fight with my dad, okay? You know, petty little peasants, they brought it up again yesterday, a 3-year-old troll.
Okay, it's not a troll. There's no troll about it. You were up late at night streaming, and your dad, who's an old guy, like in his 70s, knocked on your door. It was like, can you turn down the music? Because you were playing music super loud late at night, and you were like, why don't you make me turn it down? And then you were like, you went crazy. Like you blew out your microphone practically. Like, I have to turn down the volume because you screamed like, I'm a real man. And anyway, yeah, it was years ago, but I've seen other shit recently that you said about wishing that you had the guts to kill your dad because he won't let you stream and all this other stuff. You're a bitch boy baby.
No, he didn't say kill. He said he wished
Take
he could
him
take
out.
his dad out, which could be a date thing. He could want to date his
Could
dad.
be a date. I wish.
He's also-
I wish I had the balls to date my dad.
He also said that he wished that if he got swatted again, his dad would get killed in the SWAT.
Well,
so
that's just wishful thinking. Like, honestly, though, if you're his father and you raised him this way, it's on you.
I mean, the way you were raised does matter, but there are some parents that did everything they could and their kid was still a fucking nightmare.
And they just have bad cum.
Yeah.
Then have them go live on their own.
He should. Like, I don't think my parents would have let me live like this in their house
No matter
indefinitely.
what, no matter what his parents did to raise him, they didn't do a good job because he's near 40, living in a shit mess. In
Some
their
of the
house.
responsibility falls on him, though.
On who, Jared?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
A lot of responsibility would fall on him.
I'd say the lion's share.
But I don't take any fucking remorse for his dad when he says this shit to his dad. Like, you created this monster. It's your fucking fault. Of course he wants you dead so he can take over your fucking bedroom and
He probably
mess
wants to
it
do.
up.
He probably wants to do a Chris Chan after his dad's gone.
Who knows?
Look, man.
He wants to put cool cutouts on his dad's bedroom wall.
Right?
I'm not embarrassed by it. Life happens. Okay.
Life happens.
It do
I've
be
tried
like
to kick
that.
my dad's ass during a live stream. Life happens.
Life happens.
And my family doesn't, they don't entirely understand my channel, and that's okay. They're from a different time, and
Who does understand your channel?
Well,
Who's
all
your
these
channel for?
originally these guys that were supporting him understood his channel until they realized Jared was into 8-year-olds.
You talking about EFAP?
No, not EFAP. These guys literally they were talking to him in the chat. The people that were friends of his and then supporting him, and then they're like, yeah, these drunken peasants guys are lying about you liking 8-year-olds when you were obviously joking. And he's like, no, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
They supported him up until that moment.
Oh, yeah.
And before that, the same people that did support him were the minor attracted people that when they found out he liked 8-year-olds, thought he was cool as shit. You know how uncool
I'm
it is?
I'm a majorly attractive person, so I don't deal with that
majorly
minorly
attractive
stuff. Yeah.
That's
I'm a
odd.
cool kind of map.
I don't expect them to, They're not even from the internet era. So,
Well,
He's
are they
tweeting-
alive now? Because then they're in the internet era.
Right.
Shit.
There are plenty of people in their 70s that understand how to use the internet.
sorry, my voice. You can't expect them to understand stuff like memes.
Yes, you
Things
can.
of that nature.
Memes and dating
But look-
8-year-olds.
look,
They
man,
just don't understand.
I love it when you're making Jared sound almost like Alex Jones. You almost have like a natural Alex Jones tone to your voice. So when you impersonate a lot of people, like you said, you don't.
About?
Well, like Billy said, he doesn't have a lot of voices, but one he does really well is Alex Jones. And a lot of times when he impersonates other people, he kind of sounds like a mixture of them and Alex Jones.
Yeah, I just have like 4 directions I go with my voice, and I apply
Lower?
them. I don't even know. I just go in that direction when the tone of whoever's talking. Like sometimes I'll talk like this about somebody,
Right. For someone with a higher voice.
Yeah.
Now, this guy has a lower voice.
And when I talk about
so-
my fat self, it's like, well,
Yep.
I
It's like you're
choose.
choking on your own
Control it.
fat
Yeah,
or
I have
whatever.
to choke on my own throat when I talk about my fat self or other fat people.
I lost my shit that day. Okay. I'm not proud of it. If I could go back in time, I'd change it, Threatening your family is not something you should do.
It's definitely not
All
cool,
right,
bro.
hands down.
You blamed everybody else too. You're like, you guys are making me fight my family. It's like, what? He's gonna blame us for that even happening in a second here. We weren't even there. Like I was not watching that live. I heard about it the next day.
At the end of the day, I'm human.
There's another one. That's another it is what it is. At the end of the day. That's another
end of
one
the day.
that I hate.
I was being mercilessly bullied by drunken peasants. As
Mercilessly?
well as
Mercilessly bullied.
I'm sure EFAP too,
That
because
sounds
they were
like a nice kind of bullying. Now,
And
if
he's-
it was merciless, that'd be bad.
He's sure EFAP too, but by the way, he blamed Chris for it during the stream
Right.
and for fucking years afterwards.
And threatened to murder him during that stream.
Yeah.
But now it's we were doing it.
Oh, that's very. I can't believe poor Chris took all the blame for what we did.
peasants, as well as I'm sure EFAP too, because
No.
they were snakes in the grass. They were bullying me on live stream the day that it happened. I had a guy who I'm not going to say his name to glorify him, but he apparently brags like, oh, it was me that did that, like it was some kind of...
That did what? What did someone like possess your body and threaten to beat your dad's ass? Because I'm pretty sure that's you. I'm pretty sure you're the only one in the video threatening to kick your dad's ass.
Like an Xbox Achievement Award, making Jared yell at his dad and threaten him.
How did anyone else make you do that? Nobody made you do that. Your dad told you to turn your music down, and it was like watching like a 15-year-old argue with his dad about his music being too loud.
A 15-year-old with poor cleaning habits.
Yes.
Pretty pathetic. Anyhow.
Can we appreciate that he slightly adjusted his camera so we can't see the lotion anymore?
Look, guys. At the end of the day, family's all you got.
He wanted to hide it.
Yeah, but not the banana peel.
If you have problems with your family, try your best to sort them out. And if you can't, well, life happens, but...
What does that mean?
Life happens.
If you can't sort it out with your family, then life happens.
Right.
I'm still glad I have my family. I am. And I want you guys to...
That's not what your leaked DMs
know that
suggest.
I am grateful for
you
my...
do not like your dad and you wish he was gone.
Family. And for my parents, who still graciously let me live here. I am grateful for that.
Are you? Do you do anything to help them? Do you cook? Do you clean? Do you help them carry the groceries inside after they come home from the store?
Other rooms.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, things didn't work out in my life the way that I wanted. If I had it my way, I wouldn't be here.
It's literally so easy to not be there. You could easily. First of all, everyone knows what part of the country you live in. It's not expensive to live there. For one thing, you could get an entry-level job and afford a 1-bedroom apartment that's bigger than this room right now. But you won't because you're lazy. It's your fault. What were you going to say, Scott?
No, I was just agreeing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I would have a place of my own. I would have a wife and children.
Oh, that's
okay. Well, let's not. Maybe work on the place of your own first,
right?
Before the Genesis family happens.
The Genesis.
I'm a little worried about the wife and children maybe being the same person.
But not everyone gets lucky with a white picket fence life. I know I sure as hell wasn't.
You have a white picket nose life.
I mean, he acts like it's over too. Like he could literally go to McDonald's and fill out an application tomorrow, and
Maybe he will.
And I tried.
He'll turn it around tomorrow.
I tried the workforce. I even worked full time at one point at Jack in the Box.
I tried the workforce, is what he said.
Yep.
Jared tried the workforce. Wasn't
full-time work at Jack in the Box at some point.
Jared would probably thrive as a homeless person.
He would. He'd be great.
I don't know. He might get murdered by other homeless people.
Maybe, but he's he's a big guy. He's a big guy. He knows how to bark when he needs to bark.
But he's stupid, and he gets anyone who panders to his ego. He lets his guard down immediately for it. So he would get ripped off, and dumb shit would happen to him all the time. He'd be someone's bitch if he was homeless. He would not thrive. He's too stupid. You think he's street smart enough?
The homeless take care of each other. It's all.
Listen to him shit what he's even saying right now.
I've been to a homeless encampment.
They do not take care of each other.
It's just like Oliver.
Okay, sure. Okay.
He'd do as well as that that other kind of homeless guy who's always mad about 20-year-olds who won't fuck him because of class.
We watched
Oh God.
We watched a video of a homeless camp in Seattle where this charity dropped off some food, and this guy was picking through the food, and out of nowhere, this woman that the guy had like a beef with came out and stabbed him like 5 times really quick, and the guy ran back to his tent bleeding everywhere and pulled out an AR-15, or no, it was an AK-47, and just started blasting it at the girl while she was like running away. That's the life of homeless people.
That's pretty cool. Not all homeless people have automatic weapons.
That was all on video.
You know what these are?
Your weapons?
These are my 5 points why Jared would do better homeless than he does now.
Hit it.
Because he
He'd
wouldn't
get out of the
survive.
house.
Okay.
He would be able to meet new people who are open for sexual advances. I guarantee you, Jared would have a girlfriend. I guarantee you, coupling is huge in the homeless community. They offer you free utensils all day long. You get free shower. You get free. He wouldn't use it. You get free snacks. You get tons of free food. They have trucks that come down, bring you sandwiches and lunches. He'd get fresh air. He'd get fed.
This is all just bullshit. I'm gonna play this video.
This is not bullshit.
That's the life.
Fast food,
Ben
but
just couldn't handle my 5th.
it was a living and got
He
me
knew the
decent
5th would be
money.
a crushing
Yeah, I
blow.
gotta know what number 5 is.
I want you to plead the 5th on this.
I blew it all on stupid things like an electronic skateboard and
So he just admitted he was making good money because he didn't have any expenses, and he just bought
But
like
then he
a.
bought an electronic skateboard, and that was it
and
forever.
He probably never uses it
But
too.
look at this guy's fucking room. Did you expect him to make one good choice ever fiscally or anything?
No, I don't expect him to
Yeah.
ever make good choices.
reptile equipment.
But this way where he's like, oh, it just wasn't in the cards for me, bro. Like, it just didn't work out that way. It's like, no, it's a total lack of effort. Like, everyone has ups and downs and has different types of adversity to overcome, but Jared just doesn't do anything. It's all laziness.
But you know what? It's okay. Do what makes you happy. Anyhow, point being is simply this. I know some of you guys probably think ill of me, and I get it. Okay, I understand. Things that I said in that video were not right. Okay, it's just, look, I had unresolved anger with my old man. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest, you know.
Appreciate your honesty, Jared.
I was angry because
We couldn't have inferred that from the incident.
You know, he was giving me shit, and that's okay. Like I said, I don't expect him to understand what I do, but that's the reason why it happened. I had built up anger. I'm not proud of it, but
You're also a PDF file.
Well,
One of
we
my
don't know if
favorite
he's
formats.
acted on it, but it's
Well, being a PDF file doesn't mean you've necessarily acted on it. It means you have the attraction.
but he seems to be attracted to literally anything that pays attention to him. So it's
True.
weird.
You don't have to act on it. And if I'm to believe Stellan Skarsgård's monologue in the movie Nymphomaniac by Lars von Trier, PDF files who don't act on it are heroes.
Heroes.
was simply just
Heroes.
unresolved bullshit. Okay?
There are no heroes.
That's all I really have to say, guys. You know, again, I'm not here to prove myself to anyone, but I just
So
want
again,
you
what are
to
you doing?
know that, look, I'm not proud of what happened, man. Okay?
What? Going the other way, what are you proud of? Can we get a list
I
of
would like to
things
know that.
Jared Genesis is proud of?
I think his bulking.
Okay.
He's not anymore.
Oh yeah, huh?
He was like, oh man, you know what it was? I just drank too much coffee and it made me fat. You know, 0-calorie coffee?
Classic 0-calorie coffee will get you every
He was
time.
probably pouring sugar into it or something.
Yeah, the majority of coffees probably aren't Actually, no, the majority probably are 0 calorie. But there's a huge amount of coffees that are bought every day that are far from 0 calorie.
Coffee in of itself is 0 calories, but when you add sugar to it and milk or whatever.
I think that most coffees are like the bare minimum, or like black coffees.
Yep.
I imagine most people are just like, give me that fucking oil in my throat so I can take a poop and go to work.
Give me that throat.
Give me that throat oil.
My coffee is I just add milk to it. I don't add any sweetener to it.
I like my coffee like I like my women. I don't like coffee.
you know, people fight, you know, it's part of life. It's just my fight happened to get caught on camera.
Because you're a moron.
But I'm sure a lot of my haters have had plenty of just as bad fights, you know.
No.
If not worse. Okay, I think a lot of people are probably just projecting, if I had to take a wild guess.
Probably.
He's constantly projecting. I love it when he's projecting, but tells people that they're projecting while he's projecting.
Anyway, I'll just end the video saying this, dude. I'm glad things didn't get out of hand. That was the only time in my life I ever...
I didn't murder my dad on camera.
And he's going to claim this is the only time that ever happened. So the only time that's ever happened just happened to be on a live stream in front of a couple hundred people.
On all new CBS Thursdays, How I Killed My Father.
I'd watch that.
And then it's 8 simple rules for dating my... I don't know. I was about to go really low, and then I was like, oh, shit.
8 simple rules for dating my underage daughter.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's has...
8 simple years that my girlfriend is old.
Oh, no.
We got it. That was a good riff, guys.
I actually threatened my dad with violence. I actually like my dad. He's a pretty cool guy.
You don't like him. I've seen DMs of you telling people who you don't even know who they are, just random people on the internet.
Strangers.
That you want to kill your dad. And that you wish the cops would shoot him. You want a death by cop for your dad.
But it's very easy to like your father and also hate your father, right? That's the duality that a lot of people have. A lot of people have daddy issues.
Okay. So are you saying it's okay for him to want his dad to die?
Of course it is. Freud said that you should want to kill your dad every time he pisses you off and then fuck your mom. That's what Freud said.
Under rock music as a kid, you know, his DNA is the reason why I'm good at music. He was also a musician.
I'm good at music.
Is this news? Did we know that Jared is good at music?
He's so good at music, he's using his bass drum as a table right now.
I'm thinking maybe his dad was just storing his drums in Jared's room.
So I've seen Jared play drums. He's a passable drummer. I've seen him play bass. He's all right at bass. Like he played some slap bass, and it was okay. So maybe
slap at the bass.
And I have noticed that like people who grow up with their parents being musicians start learning at a really young age when they have like a high aptitude. So you know what? He's not a bad musician, but even if he was like an amazing musician, he does nothing with it. He doesn't play in a band. He doesn't like practice or anything. He doesn't record music. Anything like that. So it's wasted even if he was a good at music, which is not. He's like mediocre.
Almost all kids have a propensity to be better at things their parents are good at. Like if your parents are really abusive, you'll probably grow up to be abusive. If your parents are really
good at being abusive.
If your parents are really good at art, you'll probably be a good painter. If your parents are really good at farts, you'll probably have the shits all the time.
You know, we for the most part have a fairly good relationship. He's an older cat, you know. He's in his 70s.
He's a hip cat, older, groovy man from the 70s.
Now, but we still have some things in common, and he's a pretty chill guy. So, you know, he's not perfect, but none of us in this house are, and we managed to get along. So
that's fairly clear.
You got along so well, he had to ground you from the internet for 2 years.
They managed.
As an adult.
As an adult.
I don't think it's safe to call Jared an adult, right?
He is an adult.
He should be tried
in the eyes of the
adult.
law, yes, but everything else, by any other metric, no.
Yeah, he's something special.
He's a special boy.
Good old Jared. All he ever did was completely drain society around him and make simple things disgusting.
And I guess that's really all I wanted to say. Shit happens, life happens.
It is
I was being trolled viciously that day. And when my dad knocked on the door telling me to pipe down, I happened to lose control and things went sour. But I'm not embarrassed by it.
He felt trapped.
I'm not ashamed of myself.
He was headstrong.
It was a learning
He was
experience.
take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone.
Even his papa.
Since then, I feel like I bettered myself as a man. And understand how to control my emotions as a man, which is something my haters simply cannot do. my haters get triggered over simple opinion.
Just the phrase "my haters," unironically.
Yep.
There is I have never seen a non-ridiculous person use the phrase "my haters." Something to think about.
I don't know. Hitler's original draft of his book was "Mine Haters."
That's true. But I mean, it was it was cool when he did it, but the time has passed.
Opinions of mine. That's how emotionally weak they are. I'm not like that anymore. I let this opportunity, instead of break me, just make me stronger.
Nice.
So for all of you who struggle with things in life, you know, who have
he's so strong he has to flag videos that laugh at him to get him taken down.
Possible traumas.
I've never
just
done that.
Remember, whatever doesn't kill you,
I just
can
get
only
my
make you
channel taken
stronger,
down.
So
it's not fair.
that's what I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
So, this next video is Jared talking about the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community, but the thing is like, if you don't know what BJJ stands for, it starts sounding really weird.
See, I've mixed BJJ with BBJ on occasion.
Oh.
And then a fucking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu man comes to kick my ass when I thought I was getting a bareback blowjob.
Now, does Jared also have a black belt in BJJ?
He's awarded himself. Yes, he's awarded himself like
The
a
main
universal
reason one
black
might
belt.
like it when Jared plays instruments is because it means he isn't talking at that particular moment.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
He definitely awarded himself a black belt in BJJ and a velvet throat in BBJ.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys? Sorry, getting
lotion,
lotion, and he's got a pair of pliers.
Yeah, I saw the pliers there too.
Does he
but
jerk off with the pliers?
He seems to have thrown away what people have come to believe was a banana peel, and that's good. I thought it was a wadded up yellow cum like stick yucky.
What do your cum rags look like?
Not mine.
Well, I've
His.
never seen a
Not
wadded
his.
up. So like a
His.
banana peel, way more reasonable explanation. Wadded up yellow cum thing. I would have to think comes from some sort of experience you've had.
Of like experiencing looking at Jared's door that was wadded up brown yellow door handle. There's 1,000 reasons why I would have thought next to the Jergens he had an exfoliated sick wretch
Shut up.
fucking brown rag of cum.
My dubbing
1,000
video.
reasons.
By the way, I hope you guys have been enjoying my dub videos. I plan to do a lot more. It's just a fun thing to do. I like to make people laugh, so...
You get mad when people laugh at you.
Anyways, on to a more depressing subject.
Yeah.
So, guys, listen, I'm not a troll. I'm not trolling here. I understand that there are people who think that, you know, there's a lot of trolls out there who really just have radical opinions and don't fit the mold of society, and I'm one of those people, so it's okay
he's
if
a
you think...
Joker type. Is this what I'm understanding?
Apparently.
Okay.
think I'm a troll. It doesn't really affect
I don't think you're a troll. I wish you were a troll, because then I'd be like, oh man, that's a fucking insane, dedicated troll right there.
Yeah. It'd be easier to wrap my head around you if you were a troll.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you were completely normal when the camera was
Yeah.
off, and then you just like, before you're ready to film, you take your shirt off and like throw trash all over your room. I'd be like, man.
If this was a set.
Yes.
King. Fucking king.
Yes. Chris Chan tried to troll his trolls by doing that. He was like, he was like, I've been trolling all you guys all along. And he's walking around acting normal. They have him like dress normal and stuff. He like grew a goatee and stuff. He's like, yeah, I work 2 jobs and I take care of my mom and dad, and like all these lies. But it was, if Chris Chan would have disappeared after that happened, he would have won.
King of the internet.
Yeah. But then later on, because he couldn't help himself, he revealed that no, the Chris Chan you saw was the real Chris Chan, not the... Yeah.
My day, you know, you can go ahead and think that. But, let me get my light here. I learned not to put my gut to the camera when I do that.
So you put your butt crack to the camera instead.
I learned not to put my gut to the camera, exposing anus. Disgusting.
I want to talk about BJJ. I had a really fine gentleman come on my gilded this morning.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I want to talk
over
about
it, Scott.
I want to talk about BJJ. I had a real fine man come on my gilded this morning.
Go back. I was just saying that when you introduce the subject, you should probably say the whole word once and then go to the acronym.
Yeah. So here it is. Here it is.
I learned not to put my gut to the camera when I do that.
After exposing his ass.
I want to talk about BJJ. I had a really fine gentleman come on my gilded this morning.
That's one that should go into like a Drunken Peasants audio. What are the little audio boards, the little soundboards? That's what you should queue up on the soundboard. That's better than G-Man doing the or whatever the fuck he does.
Yeah.
That's better than that. That's better than anything anybody's ever clipped together from Brett Keane.
Is that Yoda? It's even better than that, I think.
Well, yes. Egghead had more gusto in the that's Yoda thing. Egghead made the Yoda thing sell, but this line might be the greatest.
I want to hear it one more time.
Unintentional line in the history of this podcast.
I had a real fine gentleman. Look at this butt crack again. Oh my God.
I learned not to put my gut to the camera when I do that.
Everything about this video is fail.
It's perfect.
I want to talk about BJJ. I had a really fine gentleman come on my gilded this morning.
Okay.
I want to talk about BJJ. I had a really fine gentleman come on my gilded today.
All right, let's see if this continues too.
And just run his mouth, you know, like a typical.
What? There's more? You mean there's more? Came on my guild and just ran his mouth.
Yeah.
Gluck, gluck, gluck.
Beta. And it inspired me to do this. And it's funny, too, though, because I wanted to do this video. I was actually planning on it. But, like, what's the deal with the BJJ community, bro? Because to me, it seems really sour.
What's the deal with the BJJ community?
To me, it seems really sour.
You need to eat more pineapple.
Yeah. It's supposed to be salty, right?
Stop drinking Mountain Dew. These are problems you'll have if you don't want the BJJ community to be so sour.
Seems to me like there's just a lot of beta males in that community. I'm not a hater of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
So there he finally says what BJJ is.
I would actually like to learn more.
Yeah.
I'm a very good fighter on my feet, but not so much on the ground. It's actually pretty pathetic on the ground for me, but so this is not a hate video towards the style. It's more towards the community. I find there's a lot of fuckboys within this community. I'm just being frankly honest here because I've dealt with a lot of shit from them.
You have?
And I noticed too, a lot of people who run these like McDojo videos, I can tell they're all BJJ guys because they talk about true black belts, you know.
Jared's gonna talk down anybody who talks about true black belts,
right?
Because he is a self-diagnosed black belt.
Yeah, the self-proclaimed black belt in all martial arts.
And you've got those guys, you know, in their cute little uniforms with their little belts. And I'm not knocking it, but I'm sorry. I hate those small fucking belts. To me, they're just so stupid looking.
Seems like he's knocking it a bit.
Yeah.
I guess there's a reason for that, maybe, so that you don't grab the belt. That's
there you go.
Probably what it is. But look, man, you know, you guys really just need to shut the fuck up. Most of you guys don't know shit about styles that you talk shit about. Styles like karate, kung fu, taekwondo.
Oh, BJJ was being mean to karate because karate's a stupid fighting style and has never won a fight. That's why.
Yeah,
I get
like
it now.
Yeah. in modern UFC, there's all kinds of people who have been champions that were into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Not
No
a karate guy.
Yeah, no karate.
Know anything about these styles?
It's usually like if they're strikers, it's usually kickboxing or boxing or like Muay Thai. That
Karate
kind of
is
stuff.
for 8-year-olds and women who want to walk home from the bar.
You just hate it because
like
you
adult male karate is very funny.
can't do it. That's all it is. You wish you could fight on the ground, or not on the ground, but
you wish you could fight.
They
on the
do
ground.
fight on the ground.
Yeah.
It's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
on your feet better, but you can't, you know, because you hit like a girl, and that's why you wrestle. Okay, that's all there is to say about it, bro. And a lot of you probably homosexual, and that's okay.
Lucky
but you know,
a lot.
Oh, you enjoy being on the ground with guys, and that's totally cool. And listen, I'm talking shit here because really, you guys need to understand.
He's just mad that he went to the Power Rangers dojo, and an MMA guy
Jared
twisted
is
him
such
up like a
sniveling
pretzel.
Little hypocritical snowflake. The guy can run his mouth all day, but the moment someone calls him out on his bullshit, he acts like the biggest snowflake. Anyone could take him in the ring. Anyone.
So you gonna take him, Egghead?
Egghead
You fall
versus
into the
Jared.
category of anyone, I believe.
I do want to see him versus JRC3.
I would fly to Texas to watch Egghead fight Jared. Also, Hannibal said he would fight Jared, which would just be like a slaughter.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be insane.
Trumps or Bob's in Texas, Egghead's in Texas. Like maybe we should book a backyard brawl in Texas
Look
with
at
all our
Jared
faves.
thinking he's Johnny freaking Lawrence talking about karate being badass. Also noticed that Ben Shapiro, just like Jared, will contradict himself halfway through the video.
Is that a talking point? I didn't know.
That's the move.
I've never watched a Ben Shapiro video, so I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
We're not going to take this. People, you know, I'm a karate guy. Okay, we're not going to take this kind of bullshit from you. A lot of you guys, I know you get your ass handed to you by even a fucking blue belt. Okay? Probably even a green belt. And again, I'm not hating on ground fighting, but
you are.
If that's all you can do, you're missing half the pie, buddy.
Well, that's not all they can do. They're just better at the ground stuff, and they want to do the stuff that will guarantee a win for them.
Yeah, maybe it's just that the ground is more effective, and
It
that's
is.
why the BJJ dominates the fucking MMA.
Yeah, like if you go back,
maybe they're trying to win fights, and that's how to win fights.
if you go back and watch the first 3 UFCs, Royce Gracie won all of them using Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Some of the guys he was giving up like 50, 60, 70 pounds to because there was no weight class back then.
Yeah.
So Royce Gracie would fight like 3 fights in one night and win the UFC championship.
Those were the days.
Yeah, and there was like almost no rules back then. It was like no groin shots, no biting, and no eye gouging. Those were the only rules in the first 3 UFCs.
Here's my question to you. What are you going to do if you're on the streets and there's more than one person coming at you? You going to wrestle them all at once?
What are you going to do? Karate them all at once?
Yeah, if there's 4 guys coming at me in the streets, I will put one guy in a fucking like a headlock or something and use his body as a shield while the other guys come at me. You can wrap 2 guys up while the other 2 guys come at you. It's easy to fight 4 people using only wrestling.
But if there's 5, you will die.
I couldn't do 5. Couldn't do 5.
No.
Completely ineffective. If you're going up against a gang of people, dude, don't try to tell me some bullshit about how you'll kick one guy in the nuts and then wrestle him and then... No, motherfucker, you would get destroyed. Okay? If you want to learn how to be the ultimate fighter, you have to fucking know distance. You have to know how
How can you measure distance when you're like surrounded by people? I don't
manipulate and how to use your fucking environment.
So like your room. That's his environment.
You are not going to be the
He's
best fighter.
untouchable in his room. He could take 10 guys in his room.
You're not going to be even worth your salt unless you know how to strike.
They come in as gilded.
Unless you understand distance and how to fight multiple enemies. Okay, motherfucker?
Imagine
you
Jared
guys-
fighting more than one person. Like, fighting one person is funny, but multiple people is extremely funny.
Yeah.
I only fight people in multiples. No single man is man enough to step to me one-on-one. You know how many times Joe's been in fights with multiple people? Fucking sucks.
Really a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Really
They
a lot.
jump
Any fight
him.
against Jared would be an automatic win because Jared would be a no-show. He talks a big game online, but in person, and this is proven with the Green Ranger fight, he's a bitch.
He did show up for the Green Ranger fight, though. He did.
Well, they didn't know that they
Moral
were going to
victory.
fight him, and then they just did because they realized he was a moron.
Troll for making this.
Simon McHugs is
I
bringing
got
up
a feeling Jared
Zoltan.
has never actually been face to face with a Brazilian
Is
jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Zoltan the guy
it's
that
funny because
Tom
a blue
Hanks
belt
told
in
that he wished
BJJ
he
could
was
take
big?
on a black belt from Kung Fu or any karate. There's a reason in MMA, Muay Thai, and BJJ is their core.
Totally a reason.
Yeah.
Jared's also notoriously dumb all the time. Zoltan was the guy that asked me to leave his house because his girlfriend was necking on me, and I'm like, sorry, dude, you said Mikasa Sukasa. I didn't approach her.
And they tried to push Billy down a flight of stairs.
Yeah, and then exactly,
Nice.
and he had backup. He had the whole apartment there. It was not
Worst
one-on-one.
Jared, Kushner or Genesis?
Probably Kushner. Overall effect.
Overall Kushner.
Socially, Genesis is.
He's talking like he's
worse.
Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee now. I would pay to see Jared try to reenact Police Story. He'd probably wang his head on a monkey bar try to avoid.
You guys gotta
Jared is
stop.
bad at ground game cause he looks like a baby.
You guys gotta stop
does.
using Wang's name. Okay, this needs to stop. But yeah, Zoltan had a whole group of people, and I still walked out of his house scot-free. He socked me. He socked me. Tried to throw me down a flight of
broke your
stairs.
Joby.
Tried to broke my Joby. Tried to throw me down a flight of stairs, and I still walked out
tore
on my
your
own
shirt.
2 feet. Tore my shirt. I still walked out on my own 2
Video,
feet.
but I see
with
a
a camera in my hand the whole time, one-handed. I
Lot of hate
abandoned
from
that
you
lad's
guys.
premises.
I know it's you
down a
with those
flight of
stupid-
mountainous stairs, one-handed. One-handed.
Cool.
Don't talk down to me ever again. It is
Damn.
cool, Ben.
Quit giving Billy reasons to talk about himself.
No,
people.
give me more reasons. This is now Billy
Distance.
talks about himself hour.
Is that supposed to be different?
That's supposed to be good.
Fight
This
multiple
is the
enemies.
special.
People tune in, they want a
Oh
good
my
show,
God.
and I'm giving them a good show.
Cool.
Giving them a top
All
tier
right,
performance.
Hey, motherfucker.
You guys are all welcome tonight.
You know, you guys can think I'm a troll for making this video, but I see a lot of hate from you guys. I know it's you with those stupid fucking McDojo videos. And by the way, you know, I just wanted to say y'all are so cool making fun of the elderly. I see you guys making fun of old people all the time, dude.
Like
Let me
you?
just tell you something.
He's very against ageism.
I know a few guys back from my old fucking school that would destroy you in their 60s. They would completely humiliate you, bro. You guys really need to learn some fucking respect. I mean, that's just disgusting, dude. Making fun of the elderly like that. It's pathetic. Even children, they make fun of children too. This is what petty, desperate people do, guys. And honestly,
I'm not even sure what he's talking about. He's saying Brazilian jiu-jitsu people make fun of old people and children.
Fun of the elderly?
Yeah, I don't know what
are you
he's talking about.
Gotta stop picking on the elderly guys.
what I blame more than anything for this is the UFC community. The UFC community.
The UFC was started by Helio Gracie, an elderly Brazilian man that knew Brazilian. He created Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I don't know what you're talking about.
So fucking toxic. You know, it's no different than like the WWE fucking white trash. You know what I'm talking about? These trolls on the internet that are incredibly inbred.
What?
It's
I
the
like that
same.
there's degrees of inbreeding. These people are incredibly inbred.
Yeah, he was saying this one guy that's been on our show once, Camelot. He said he was like, oh, he might be like maybe like 50% inbred.
Ah, okay.
It's like you're either inbred or you're not.
So he's inbred on his mom's side.
Yeah, does 50% inbred mean it's like two cousins? Like brother and sister would be 100% inbred, right?
Yeah.
A brother and a cousin? No, that's not how it works.
Yeah. So and like it like just his dad's grandfather is inbred, so he's like an inbred-aroon.
Oh god.
Kinds of people that watch UFC.
Fun.
And if you don't believe me, well, guess what? They actually have WWE wrestlers that fight UFC. You know, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he was good at it.
Yeah, and he fucking wrecked in there. What's your point? He did great.
Even CM Punk gave it a go, which...
He did bad.
Rest in peace, CM Punk. He didn't exactly do too well, but that's all right. He could have just been doing it for clout, but I respect that.
He did it for the huge paycheck. Like the guaranteed
lots
money.
And lots of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I respect that dude a lot. I love CM Punk. Fucking awesome guy. But if you didn't know, too, he was actually into punk rock music. That's why he calls himself that. I think that's amazing.
Is that why?
Straight
what
edge
a
punk.
Cool
So
tidbit, Jared.
Jared, I don't care at all. They're losers also, Jared. Fucking Tommy the Green Ranger kicked my ass. P.S. Speaking of Wang, is coming on DP this year.
He hasn't been on in a while. I don't know.
Wang is
that was
always
presented
coming.
as a declarative statement. Wang is coming on DP this
He's
year.
always coming on DP.
here you guys go. Fun fact for the day. But anyhow,
that CM Punk likes punk music.
I thought he was
That's
named
pretty
after a
cool.
chipmunk. CM was chipmunk and Punk was the.
No, you're thinking of CP Monk.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
the
God,
one.
no.
Yeah.
There was a wrestler called CP Monk that was
Ben,
CM
there
Punk
literally was a CP
in a chipmunk
Monk
costume.
in Chikara.
Yeah, it was CP Monk in a
But it was
chipmunk
like
costume.
it was a chipmunk. It wasn't a monk who liked CP.
Yeah, it was a chipmunk.
I picture Friar Tuck looking
Yeah,
at
no,
kitty porn.
don't picture that. That's
That's
bad.
not
Don't
a
do
that's
that.
not a good gimmick.
That's not it at all. It was a nice chipmunk. It was a chipmunk fursuit with CM Punk shorts, but it didn't have a very good tail. It was a Bobcat-esque tail, which is no good on chipmunk.
Damn.
What would the finisher of my version of CP Monk be?
Ooh, the getting moved parishes. It would be
getting moved. Relocation. The relocation.
Yeah, the parish relocation.
I like that.
That's really all I have to say on the subject matter. Again,
Did you guys know for real what the CM in CM Punk stands
Chick
for? And I
magnet.
don't have. Very good.
Yeah.
Or cock monster. The jury's out.
He would consistently give a different answer when people asked him for the longest time.
Yeah.
So who knows if it really is chick magnet? That might
was
have been
the
the one he
original-
settled on.
I think it is because he was young and lame when he thought of it, so I'm pretty sure it is that.
That was when the MXPX song was out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against BJJ
And he's so
as a
punk
fighter.
rock that he like traded his family in for a girl that he used to bang, and now he calls her his sister. That's so fucking punk rock.
Style. I just think the community is incredibly fucking toxic. I've dealt with a million of these assholes on the internet. You know, these keyboard warriors talking about how, you know, my style beats your style. Get owned, troll, or, you know.
I mean, that's
get
a
owned,
lame way to
scrub.
phrase it, but BJJ does beat karate. There's really no two ways about that.
Whatever they say. This keyboard warrior shit is so dumb, dude. Like, why do you waste your time with that? Are you that insecure that you feel like you have to, you know, own someone on the internet?
That's what you've been trying to do to me for like a week.
Look, you're asking for a level of self-awareness that simply isn't there.
Yeah.
You're always going to be disappointed, man.
And to feel better about yourself, dude. Like, really, get a damn life, kid. A lot of you guys are just, you know, you're probably like 15, 16, but I don't know, man. I'm sure there's a lot
Does that mean you want to meet
of
him?
adults, too,
No,
who
too
have
old.
this childish
That is too old.
mindset.
It's like double the age that he's looking for.
Jared did say he would date somebody up to 1,000, right?
Yeah, but no one's lived that long.
From 3 to 1,000.
So if they're
He casts
1,000,
a wide net.
does that mean he'd like fuck a skeleton? Because the only 1,000-year-old person is going to be like a skeleton, like bones.
Oh, he doesn't have Cobes' hang-ups?
Oh yeah,
Apparently
he definitely
not.
does not.
He's definitely a sicko.
He does not have Co's hang-ups. Joe's in the chat. What's up, Joey?
What up, Joe?
I don't know why there's still a stigma with karate. I don't get it. You know, same with taekwondo.
Because it's gay.
I don't understand. I guess people think it's still ineffective on the streets. No one, to me, has ever given a rational reason. And it's funny too because I brought up the channel Seymour Buns, and
Go on.
That was his first channel. It's still out there. Seymour
that's a good
Buns.
name.
He looks totally different. He looks like a different person on it, and it's only 10 years ago.
Sorry guys, thought I heard something there. I brought up the channel
was my
Seymour
dad.
Buns, a 10-year-old fucking video where I talked about this, how karate is effective on the streets. None of you guys can give me a good debate as to why it isn't. None of you. I mean, and again, I know it's just
I
you
think
guys.
everyone can agree to this. Joe versus Jared in an actual fight. Book it.
Joe wants to fight Scott.
You're trolling. You're mad because you can't fight on your
Joe's
feet.
got to get through Sebastian first.
But none of you have a
Joe actually
rational
wants to
reason
wrestle
me.
Scott. Joe doesn't want to fight. He wants to wrestle, which is way more serious than fighting.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah, Joe, just do a run-in on Scott when he's already in the ring. It's like, oh shit, there's a run-in from Joe. Take him out.
As to why that is, other than you just call it dancing. Guess what, motherfucker? The best fighter in the world, Muhammad Ali. You know, he was a
He's
dancer.
a karate master.
Yeah, no karate
Talks
there.
And
about how
also, the one MMA match Muhammad Ali ever did against Antonio Inoki, a pro wrestler, Inoki ruined Ali's legs for the rest of his career.
It's such a boring fight, though, because that's
It
all that ever
sucks.
happens. It's just like Inoki drop kicking his shins over and over and over again.
It was supposed to be a work. It was supposed to be fake. And then I think Ali refused to go along with whatever the plan was. And Inoki's like, okay, I'm going to fight from my back and just fuck up your legs.
Yeah, we had a pro wrestler in my hometown called the Great Wojo, and he did matches. He was the champion of Dick the Bruiser's promotion back in the day, and he did a series of matches against Leon Spinks back in the day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You want to dance when you fight. And if you just watch him, dude, that's what he did. So calling me a dancer is really a compliment, dude. Plus, one of my favorite Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Black Ranger, I just have to bring this dude up. You know, fucking Zach, he had hip-hop Kwando.
Yeah, that was not real. That was made up for a fictional TV show.
Zach was at Emerald City Comic Con
yeah.
this last month. I saw some people taking pictures with him, and they brought up his appearance in the Backyard Dogs movie.
Backyard Dogs.
The backyard
hell yeah.
wrestling film that came out in 2000. Everybody should
Along
watch.
with the late Hayabusa.
Oh, yeah. Greatest film of
Which
all
was
time.
his style. On the show, I don't think he does it in real life, but...
It's
where
funny
he
that
blends,
of the two of them, that Hayabusa was the late one. And not... No? Are we not... We're not doing that?
hip-hop dancing with karate, and I think it's fucking awesome, man. Love Zach. Shout outs to Zach. He was one of the good ones that didn't sell out with Haim Saban. He took a stand against that asshole.
Did he?
If you guys didn't know, that's
If you
why
didn't know.
3 of the Power Rangers quit. 3 of the actors, I should say.
If you didn't know.
And because they barely got paid anything, and then Mr. Jason David Frank Green Ranger, you know, Mr. Cocksucker, he stayed, and so did
I like that he did the
Kimberly.
subtle
Well, she
motion
quit.
and then said cocksucker.
though afterwards.
That's fun.
But just a little Power Ranger rant for you guys. Him and Billy, they were the biggest sellouts, dude. Complete simps.
I saw Billy at Emerald City Comic Con like 4 years ago. He was so
Wasn't
he
Billy
was so
like
cool.
relentlessly bullied because he was gay?
I think so, yeah. That happened to everybody in the 90s. You didn't just have to be a Power Ranger.
And it's really a shame because I actually did like them in the fucking original, but
He has this weird conspiracy theory that the Green Ranger had like called out a hit on the Yellow Ranger because she died in a car accident back in
Jason
the day.
David Frank killed Trini?
That's
Yeah.
what Jared Genesis
Is that what
thinks.
he's saying?
Yep.
That's quite an allegation.
Yeah, and somehow his motive was to like stay famous. Like that's gonna make I don't know.
I must be the only Chinese Power Ranger.
you know. Never meet your heroes, guys. So that's my video for today. Listen, if you do BJJ, that's great, man. Like, more power to you. But again, I have to say this. You've only got half the pie if all you know how to do is fucking fight on the ground. But in all fairness, you know, if all you can do is stand-up fighting, well, then you have half the pie too. So I'm being fair here. And I understand the importance of knowing.
You just never know what you're talking about, and you start off with one. Yeah.
Yeah, so after all that, he's saying he's the same, just in the other direction.
Right.
Well, I'm glad we spent all that time on this.
The BJJ.
You fucking idiot.
I know. It's ridiculous. All right. I'll be right back.
Karate is not usable stand-up fighting, says Colby Parker.
Not really.
Karate is about as effective as Tai Chi.
Yeah, exactly. I'm more of a capoeira guy.
Far away. I don't know the fucking whatever movie that was. That's the only reason I know capoeira, and I feel like I mastered it by watching that film when I was 11.
I bet you are a master.
I'm a master of capoeira because I watched that movie when I was 11. Oh, God. No, the real secret is you don't need any sort of fight training to win a fight. All you need is to be completely psychotic. And
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe is living proof.
Joe is not formally trained in anything and
he will kill anyone.
He has murdered like 1,000 people justifiably. He has 1,000 justifiable homicides.
Yeah, he's like 200 New Jacks. But yeah, like I have never had a day of fight training in my life, and I would ruin Jared Genesis in a fight.
You were trained in pro wrestling.
That's my style.
Yeah.
My fighting styles are pro wrestling and baseball.
Yeah, if you know how to throw a punch and not hurt somebody, you know how to throw a punch to hurt somebody.
Exactly.
Too.
I've been throwing good punches and holding back the whole time. So imagine to use Jared's patois, motherfucker, when I stop holding back.
Yup. After doing wrestling and fake punching, do you ever find yourself stomping the ground when you beat the shit out of somebody?
Yes, it's a habit I got to break.
I'm just over here stomping the ground trying to make my fucking socks
I'm trying to make
louder.
my hate crime look cooler.
It's good times. What's the one wrestling move that you would like to do in a real fight?
Ooh. I would like to pull off like a goofy like lucha submission in a real fight. I think that'd be fun. Where the guy's like upside down over my knee.
Yeah. I would really like to do a Bronco Buster in a real fight.
I mean, you could do that in other aspects of life, not necessarily a fight. But you could you can pull it off in a fight. But any big power move would be very cool. Like a good looking power bomb in a real fight would be cool.
Yeah. Trained in fighting or not, Scoot, you're fit. Exactly.
Hey, Troy, let's fuck later.
Scoot's a fuck machine.
Even if you only gave $2, you piece of shit.
Yeah. What is it? You think Scott's a $2 whore? He's offered to fuck you for $2? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Spinning tilt-a-whirl hurricane rana.
If Joe fought Jared and beat his fat Texan ass, Jared would still show up on stream black eyes and broken nose claiming he won.
Yeah.
Certainly.
That's why you have to beat him to the point where you break him. You ever seen that television program? I think it's called Game of Thrones. There's that gentleman, the Ramsey, the kid that breaks the with Theon. Is it Theon?
Oh,
Ramsey breaks Theon.
It's the best part of the entire series.
Got to break Theon.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do.
Imagine, look, I think we're past Game of Thrones spoilers. There is no cooler move than cutting a guy's dick off and mailing it to his dad. Like, that's a power move.
Someone sent in this video. They say this is an old video of Billy talking trash to somebody.
Might be.
Oh.
Because if you dared
Isn't.
to fucking come up to me
Isn't.
in person, in real life, and fucking say shit to my face, this is what you're gonna get. I'm gonna hop out of the fucking van with this in my hand, and I'm gonna fucking hit you in the head as hard as I fucking can, and fucking crack your skull open, and have your brains laying on the fucking ground, motherfuckers.
Jugga-lugga-lugga-low.
So yeah, fuck me. Come find me. Y'all know I'm in Morgantown.
Scott, I've paid $5 consistently to speak my mind with you on the show. You just never remember me. That being said, sure, let's fuck.
Thank you, Troy, for the consent.
I do remember you, and I remember that you're sending money to the show and not Scott.
Yep. Pay Scott.
Yeah, you fucking fat ass motherfucker. I don't care if you're a fucking lawyer. I bet you can't even fucking.
I'm sorry. Are we threatening a fat lawyer?
Doesn't care if you're a lawyer, you fat. Of course you're a lawyer, you and your kind. Arguing when you could be fighting. This guy is a fucking Hamburglar deluxe. He don't care.
Is it a guy?
I don't know, honestly. There's a level of fat you get where it doesn't matter. Like your penis has recessed into a fat fold anyways and became a clit.
Oh my god.
That is the thing I love. Like once you get fat enough, you start losing other parts of your identity. You become like gender ambiguous, and then like once your face starts like closing in on itself, like, oh, are you Chinese now? I don't know. Who's to say?
Yeah.
And like, do you have Down syndrome? Who's to say?
You don't know.
Like you lose like everything is nebulous. You are at the end. You are just fat.
Yeah, the motherfucker got tits,
identity.
but doesn't mean they're good tits.
Exactly. Yeah. Everything else is gone.
I've seen better tits on a fat man than I've seen on a fat woman. You know, Kalo had some perky fucking nubblers, and I've seen some fat women that look like they just have like Adobe hut roofs dripping off of their shoulders. Mud hut fucking roofs.
You really paint a word picture.
I try.
Here's Trumpster Bob. The first time we saw Trumpster Bob, he was eating an ice cream sandwich, and this is part 2 of ice cream sandwich.
Ooh, callback.
How's everybody doing today?
Whoa, sounds like you're not doing too good.
Today's lesson is in how to eat a ice cream bar.
If he
with a beard
deep throats this ice cream bar right now, he is my favorite person in the history of the internet.
What are the
if
chances?
He puts the whole thing down his mouth.
That'd be lit. What are the chances he can eat this without getting it on his beard?
Oh,
how do you eat an ice cream sandwich? Are you pretty clean with it?
I'm very clean.
Interesting.
What I take my beard out of my mouth, and then I eat it. I don't eat it with the beard in my mouth.
Well, start by taking it out of the package.
There's step 1.
And more times than not, I always end up with the strawberry on top.
Oh, he's a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich man.
Get out of here with your Neapolitan bullshit.
I'm a fan of Neapolitan, but I never want it. Isn't that fucked up?
That is fucked up.
I like the idea. Oh, yeah, 3 flavors? That's cool. I don't want that shit.
Just got home from work.
It's better on
Glad
paper.
to see Ginger Scott back on the show.
Ginger Scott.
We did banana splits, I don't know, about a month or so ago. My family, we did banana splits. And we bought a carton of strawberry, a carton of vanilla, and a carton of chocolate to make a scoop of each, right? You could have done it with Neapolitan, but why the fuck would you?
Not that I dislike strawberry, but I don't want it in there with the other stuff. I don't need fruit with my chocolate and vanilla.
Hey Scott, how
keep separate but equal.
How mad would you be if it was chocolate, strawberry, and then vanilla?
Oh my God! That would be insane. No,
right?
That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Right? I'm going to ask you to apologize.
The world would fucking end. Anarchy would win.
That's the end of society.
Tard would just go ahead and start eating it because they don't know any better. Let's face it. They're kind of stupid.
They're kind of stupid.
It is what it is.
I found the best way to eat
Life
it is
happens.
to flip it back around and start with the chocolate. Because you can go from the chocolate to the vanilla without still having that chocolate taste.
I like the idea.
Vanilla is the palate cleanser between the chocolate
and strawberry.
Yeah.
I like the idea where Trumpster Bob has only ever opened an ice cream sandwich strawberry end first because he believes the chocolate is the back end.
Well,
it's like whatever end you fucking open is going to be that flavor.
Strawberry top, chocolate bottom.
He's batting 1,000 on opening the strawberry end first. It's impressive.
I mean, motherfuckers should buy a lottery ticket. Those are amazing,
right?
In your mouth all the way through eating vanilla. It kind of blends in, see, and then the vanilla flavor kind of blends in with the strawberry. See,
he's talking about this like he discovered the Ark of the Covenant or something.
And like, you know, he ate a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich yesterday, like the day before this, and then he's like, nah, this is content. The people's gots to know.
You get that burst of strawberry flavor, but if you start out eating a strawberry, you're going to have that taste all the way till you get about halfway done with that chocolate or more. So I like the different flavors personally, so I choose to eat the chocolate first. Now, it would behoove some of you dummies that don't realize that ice cream actually melts.
It would behoove some of you dummies that don't realize that ice cream actually melts. Never realized ice cream melted. I always ate it before it could. I was a fat.
To lick your ice cream sandwich like this.
That's just gay.
Mm.
Oh my God! Is that he's got a crusty string of drip on his beard already?
Yeah.
Yep, I can see the yuckums in his beard.
Yuckums.
I can see the yuckums.
Just keep that chocolate licked down real good. And then, see any drippy edges?
I see, beard wise, most of it I get. I don't know how you can have mustache that long over your lip and not fuck with every single thing you eat and drink. Like I trim mine at the lip, and everything's pretty okay.
If I needed
that's a mess.
If I needed that sort of like facial hair on my face, I'd be eating everything through a straw.
You tell me.
I might move to straw later.
Lick your ice cream sandwich. Now, once you get it all cleaned up and ready to go with the tongue, then you're ready to insert this bad boy, chocolate in first.
Insert it? 3.5 hours long.
Is this the butthole challenge?
Thereby enjoying the wonderful flavor of this ice cream bar. Mmm. 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 Mmm.
One thing he's got going for starting with the chocolate end is the entire thing's wrapped in a chocolate fucking cookie. So if you get the chocolate out of the way first, every flavor afterwards is going to add to the chocolate cookie as opposed to the chocolate.
Increasingly more diverse flavor.
Yeah, you go down the flavor palette does become more diverse. So he does have a point here. Like the chocolate is all through this fucking thing with that cookie. You get through the brown town, you're clean. You get to the brown town, you're clean. The vanilla adds the vanilla to the chocolate, giving you a whelming change, and the strawberry creates an overwhelming change. So he is technically correct.
Yeah, except for the strawberry sucks.
And you can taste that burst of chocolate.
I do like strawberry.
Mm.
Scott, when you go to Dick's, what flavor milkshake do you order?
Not fucking strawberry.
Whoa! I'm always a strawberry or vanilla guy. I'm between
vanilla.
the two.
I go vanilla.
I'm like 50-50.
I like to keep it nice and clean, so it don't drip all over the place.
Just, right there on your beard. Fuck. I don't know
Pan
why.
the camera down like 4 inches, and his bed is just completely stained with brown, white, and
now I'm
pink
down there
dots.
Where vanilla starts. Now, initially I tasted that chocolate. Now, in comes the vanilla flavor.
Vanilla.
So I still got some chocolate up there to bite into, along with a little bit of vanilla.
Oh, see?
I like how much thought he's putting into this.
Bob has lived a life.
Bob is reaching for
That's
content
pretty
more
good.
than usual.
Tell you, whoever thought of this was a genius.
Well, I will say though, whether he's reaching or not, I appreciate this more than him projecting trans existence onto people.
I don't know. That's kind of fun too. I mean, his wheelhouse is prank calling the FBI. I mean, that's what I'm looking for.
That's the money.
Yeah.
That is
Hey, look at
good.
them fucking whiskers. That's a mess. I don't got time for that.
He's a philosopher.
Now moving from
Ice
the
cream
vanilla
philosopher.
to a little bit of strawberry at the same time.
Oh no!
He's moving in. This
Playing
is the
with fire,
convergence
Bob.
zone.
This is the singularity.
And now, all you got is strawberry bliss with a couple of chocolate cookie sandwiches
Now you
around.
see, by
Strawberry and the-
2050, 2055, the AIs will actually get smarter than humans, and we call that the singularity.
Chocolate breading.
The chocolate breading. Has anybody ever made chicken tenders with chocolate breading instead of fucking...
Ooh, dessert chicken tendies.
Right? Dessert tendies with a nice, like, strawberry glazé dip.
Now you're talking.
Fucking around with some dessert tendies today. What's the most dessert meat you can think of?
This is how you eat a ice cream sandwich.
I mean, like any
Sardines.
chicken at like a Panda Express is just like
Oh, like
covered in
orange
sugar.
Yeah,
chicken.
orange chicken is close to as dessert protein as
It
I think
really
you can
is.
get.
It's deep fried
Yeah.
too, right? It's like battered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I think
Steak Sunday.
Steak Sunday.
That's a good one.
There are those like Korean wings that are it's like a dry rub. They're called snow wings, and part of the dry rub has sugar in it. So
Yeah,
it's like
they're
really
good.
sweet. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like that whisker suck. I didn't like that one bit.
Oh.
Probably because it hit too close to home for me, but still, didn't like it.
Bacon with custard. Bacon is kind of a
I'm
dessert
gonna go enjoy
protein.
another one of these.
Ooh, candied
Hope
bacon.
you learned-
Yeah, candied
Yes.
bacon,
Fucking
chocolate covered bacon.
Yes.
There's been some
Yeah.
good. We should make a savory meat dessert like menu.
At John Howie,
Maybe
they
you
do.
didn't hear me when I said steak Sunday. Why aren't we doing that right now?
At John Howie, they do battered and deep fried bacon, and they fry it in Wagyu beef fat.
Holy shit.
Yes.
That is excessive.
That's
I
the
want
that's the
to
other
try it.
good steakhouse in downtown Bellevue. There's John Howie and there's Ascend, which we have. If you want to go to Ascend when you're here, we have to like plan this very carefully because you have a wrestling show and then we have the bonus show and then there's this small time window when the show is over.
What
to where-
day's your wrestling show?
He's got two of them.
I got wrestling on 9 and 11, and I'm free
10.
mostly the 10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, people have sex. I'm thinking, Scott. Explain
Go on.
this. Explain the steak Sunday.
I mean, you go traditional coat. You go Sunday glass. You know the upside down cone, and you coat the inside of it with chocolate fudge, obviously, and then you go scoop of high quality, talking egg yolks, vanilla ice cream, and then like a medallion of filet mignon. And then some more hot fudge, and then second scoop of high quality vanilla. We're not going Neapolitan here. We're not doing some chocolate, some strawberry. We're not trying to make a gross dish. I'm trying to make a steak sundae over here. And then you would go. I would go like probably a 5-ounce ribeye, maybe dry aged. I go dry. What do you guys think? Dry aged? Let's do dry aged.
Might be dry
And
aged.
then little more hot fudge, but don't get excessive because you don't want to drown out everything else. And then one more scoop of vanilla. I would like minimum minimum quality Haagen-Dazs, and then sky's the limit up there in terms of like vanilla ice cream quality.
What if?
And then on top, shut up, and I'm talking about my sundae.
Oh,
it's important.
And then on top, a porterhouse for 2.
What if they made beef Wellington but with an exceptionally sweet puff pastry, like a sugary puff pastry on the outside?
That wouldn't be horrible, actually. That would be okay.
And then you could put like others like sweeter, like you could have like almost like a glaze or like a sauce. On
I
the
think.
side.
I think. What's a good fruit sauce that goes with steak? Do we have one?
Steak and fruit aren't great together. A lot of other
What about
meats
a
are
peri
way better.
peri?
Like, yeah,
What about a puff pastry peri peri Wellington?
peri peri is more vegetable than fruit, though.
Yeah.
It's a pepper, you see.
Yeah. Well, peppers are fruit, aren't they? Are they fruit?
You're
or are
a
they
fruit.
Because peppers have seeds, so I assume them to be fruit.
Well, today that you can actually use in your everyday practice in life. And that's not only how to eat an ice
Yeah, he
cream
always
sandwich,
double. He's
but how
fucking
to
not
get the
poor, dude.
best
He's always gonna have 2
pleasure
bars.
out of the different flavors.
You know who
that
eats one ice
come.
cream sandwich?
Yeah.
The botanical classification of peppers is that they are a fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
same with
Yeah,
tomatoes, and it's all bullshit.
What about tomatillos? That's like a cross. but-
Que sorpresa, tomatillo.
Yeah.
Now, Scott, what if the ice cream wasn't vanilla, and what if you
Oh my
eliminated the
God.
chocolate? What if you had a brown butter ice cream and a butter toffee sauce?
The butter toffee might be tough, but you could maybe make just the brown butter work with the
Because
steak.
traditionally, steak and butter go well together.
Absolutely.
So I'm
You gotta
thinking,
butter- you gotta
I'm thinking
base
if,
that
if they
thing in
were
butter.
if they were butter based in the ice creams and the toppings, if they were like a butter toffee, brown butter ice cream, the steak, maybe you even have a carpaccio sprinkle to surmise the. I would assume they have to be like a filet mignon tender cut. Very rare placed, maybe in a circle around the top of the brown butter, drizzled with some, I want to say molten butter toffee, so it almost recooks the steak in places after it's been sliced.
We've only
And then
lost like 50 viewers since this conversation
Not true.
started.
Not true.
No, we have.
That's not true.
It is true.
It's not. Everybody in chat is talking about this.
If Billy's going to do his everyone is talking about it thing.
We're having viewer engagement.
Okay,
If
cool.
that's the case, you have the wrong
You know what?
kind of viewers.
Do you remember, Scott, do you remember what your tag team partner said to me when I met him at the wrestling show?
What did Drew say? I don't know.
He said, "How the fuck do you handle both Scott and Billy at the same time?"
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is Trumpster Bob.
He was
and
jealous.
I'm here
Okay.
with another lesson for the day. Y'all have a good day. And
Great day.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that donation tab down yonder there. You hear?
Oh, I've never heard Trumpster Bob ask for donos before.
That was actually charming.
Nice.
Down yonder, he's being
Down
folksy.
yonder.
Here's
that money.
here's one of our favorites. She is she's daily content now. Art Van Gro, the Home Depot Karen. She on a daily. Oh yes, every day. Sometimes I can't even get it all. Like I'll take a day off and not sit at the computer because I try to at least dedicate one day to not sitting at this computer.
Leaving the house.
Yeah. So and I'll be like, oh, I'll watch some of her shit on my phone, and it's like, oh shit, I wish I would have recorded that because it's a lot of it's gold.
So there's like politician dude, and like he's from Ollie, and like everyone's gonna be like, how do you know that? And I know it because he just hit on me the
Has
other
she
day.
stopped standing up? Is everything just horizontal now?
She kind of fluctuates back and forth.
In the Trader Joe's and Ollie, but this time he was way more cracked out than
Is
the
that a
last time. He was on a
culturally
motorcycle this
appropriative
time, and I don't know if it was booze. I don't know what it was. He was politician.
It is a
vibes.
Jamaican shirt.
She went to some like vigil for victims of prescription like overdoses.
So a kind of lit vigil.
Yes. And now she came back from it, and now she's talking about like there were nothing but politicians there who are secretly drug addicts. That's what she's talking about right now. I don't know.
Politics for everything. Let's be real. I don't follow that jazz. Ain't my jam. However, wow, did I see it today? And that was fun, Mr. Mayor and his little posses. Anywho, he's standing there, his fucking eyes are dotted out, and he's like sleeping in the mom. This one mom of the boyfriend turns around. And I think I heard her say something like, "Are you sleeping? Like, it's that boring?" or something like that. And I just like turned around. I was like, he could just be tired, or he can also be on drugs, either or.
So it's kind of scatterbrained, but she's kind of saying the mayor of the town she was in showed up, and he was probably high at like an event that is like anti-drug addiction,
anti-overdose.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Which
I mean,
I think-
I'm high at most vigils, but I guess rarely ironic ones.
Yeah, I think if you're not Icarus, it's okay to fly near the sun.
Absolutely.
I couldn't even hold my breath in anymore. My laughter. So the kid heard me. So this kid hears me, and because he's my boyfriend, he has my back. Like literally, he had like the sign for the march in his hand. And as soon as I said that, I don't know what happened after that. But next thing you know, the mom's telling the kid he can't hit that guy with this sign. He hit him with the sign.
We all march for all those lives lost to overdoses.
Oh, it was good. I walked around the neighborhood, though. I listened to Naco Medicine for the People on my phone like a boombox. I was like, since we can't be in the 90s right now, since I'm a 90s kid, and we can't be in like the 60s, 70s marching right now, and I don't have a boombox, we're going to use my phone. I thought Naco Medicine for the People have really helped me on my healing journey the last few years, and has helped me on my spiritual awakening immensely. Thank you very much. So therefore, with all that being said,
She is schizophrenic.
I also talked some Spanish today with this really awesome dude running a shelter where everyone has each other's backs. It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back to me now.
I thought it was really appropriate while we were marching before I was so rudely cut off by the gram. I thought it was really appropriate to play Naco Medicine for the People while marching for a phenomenal cause.
Do you think everybody else marching with her was as hot as she is?
No, because she's like in small town Western Washington. Like, this is the only way she's getting by in life right now.
If they were all as hot as she was,
money.
If they were all as hot as she was, would it be a march of dimes?
I don't think she's a dime.
Yeah.
She's a small town dime.
I was just feeding a joke into our simps because they love her.
She's a city six.
The kids really enjoyed it, though, and I enjoyed it, though. I think there was a few people there that also enjoyed it.
She left New York City as
Everybody
a
else was
6
just
and came to
corrupt
fucking
politicians, corrupt
backwoods
people in your neighborhood.
Tuckawuckawilla.
Fakes.
A 10.
Phonies and
She's a
people who actually use
Tuckawuckawilla
drugs and
10
are pretending that they don't.
based on her lack of meth pock
Awesome.
marks.
Awesome sauce.
That's too much text.
Why didn't they invite Mason County sheriffs to the party? How rude! Speaking of Mason County, I love you guys. You haven't done me too wrong yet, considering Deputy Johnson, who used to work for y'all with the body cam on and all that jazz, who saw all of my ex-husband's drugs and all those things that you guys had a really big quality assurance fuck up my last name from Keshner, Keshner, to Keffler, Keffler. Mega fuck up on your behalf. Can't wait till you either fix this.
So they wrote down her name wrong.
Yeah, they have to fix this. They have to do Keshner and not Keffler, or else.
And like, who did the sheriff's office?
It's the Mason County sheriffs.
Who?
They had a terrible
cares?
fuck up where they called her Keffler instead of Keshner, which now people think she's Keffels.
It is. It is so hard to follow the thread of what she's saying.
She's all over the and it's weird because it seems to have gone in a more severe direction. Because watching her videos even like a few months ago, she was making way more sense.
Yeah, I think she's literally gone crazy.
Well, her parents flew out and tried to get her straightened out, but it's. He even wrote to me and was like, it's really difficult to get someone help if they don't really want it. So
he begged Ben. He was like, Ben, will you please save my daughter?
Please.
Ben said, I have to run a show. I have to do 1,000
Look,
other
if
things.
I took time off the show to fuck everyone's daughter straight. I wouldn't have time for the goddamn show.
Well,
giving you have corrupt politicians, or I reported to higher up quality assurance. Spoiler alert, I also took quality assurance. Spoiler alert for all the people who were like, oh my god, who's this bitch? You gonna steal my husband?
Using spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Did I?
Spoiler alert,
Nope,
I also
I'm just gonna
took
steal your
quality
jobs.
assurance.
Just kidding. I don't want that either. I'm just gonna put you in your place because I'm a New Yorker and we do quality assurance in
Stop
forensic.
saying that. That doesn't mean anything.
Why don't you go back to New York?
Well,
and it's
anybody who left New York is not a New Yorker. If you left New York because you couldn't hack
If you're
it
not
as a
now,
New
you
Yorker.
never were.
Exactly. I know New Yorkers, okay? New Yorkers are tough people. They know, not only do they know they're in the center of the world, they know they belong there. You wouldn't leave New York.
Where dreams are made of.
If you ever left New York because you were a New Yorker, it's because you knew there was a part of the world outside of New York yet to be conquered. That's it. That's it.
True.
Seems to me like your police department needs some. But really, before I go to sleep, the best part of this all was the one.
Audrey Gorman, this tent was racist AF and triggered my PTSD so much that Doc gave me a stress ball.
Department of Corrections? Who's Doc?
I think she means her doctor. I don't know.
Could be either.
I don't know why the tent was racist. What do you mean?
What?
Well,
Tent?
are we-
Why? Only crazy people would expect other people to follow this.
Was it like a 1910 circus tent that said, "Inside here, see the world's blackest man"? That would be racist. That would be racist.
Step right up.
Was it a teepee tent full of fucking pox blankets? Because that
woman
would
who can
be
read.
racist. There's a few racist tents. Was it a taco tent? And it was also a trap to get illegals kicked out of our country, because that also would be racist. But please
do that to
explain
this
what
day.
you mean by racist tent, because I can only assume it's one of these ridiculous racist things that would never exist outside of my own mind.
It was a TP. It was cultural appropriation.
Oh, that's a
Honest
pretty
Red's
racist
really
tent.
mad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I can't make this shit up. Called Gorman. I obviously went over because I learned yesterday that there would have been a conflict of interest if I would have went and stayed at this place where the secretary did what she did.
I don't know what she's talking about, the secretary thing.
That's called an invasion of privacy. You broke HIPAA, my love. And also, let's not cheat on our husband.
What are you talking about?
Here she goes. Like, she's standing now, by the way. She's finally on her feet.
I feel like I'm 2022 version of a secret shopper. Have you ever heard of this international event? Because everybody I'm talking to is like, what? Never heard of it. Great idea, great cause, but seems like a corrupt politician thing. I was there yesterday with a lot of people trying to kill me. Better luck next time.
Sorry, what was that? I was there with a lot of people trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
This thing that she went to.
Guess what's down? Your credit cards. I hope you have real liquid assets. I hope crypto doesn't go too. And the NFT world. What are you guys gonna do? You guys never worked a day in your life. You just been the government. What happens when the IRS comes
What
knock, 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 and
do
you're
you do?
Yeah, I think there's some of us that enjoy living off the government and also know that when the government collapses, we will be the people that are cannibals and we'll be just fine. There's tons of people that go to work.
Young cannibals, you might say.
Exactly.
FYCs.
Exactly.
They drive me crazy.
When the world ends and you guys don't know where to get your next paycheck, we've been living off the government preparing to eat you. I'm kidding, obviously. I don't get no government dole.
housekeeping. I'm here to check your IRS.
No, it's housekeeping. You want blowjobs.
Yeah.
She's getting the fucking quote wrong.
You want me in some pillow? You want me to jerk you off?
Where'd you get your new car from? Where did you get your convertible from? IRS here. No, but really, the credit card systems are down. I'm watching.
Can you imagine just being like small town folk in rural Washington and you meet this crazy bitch? Like, you know, there are some people that are like, man, this bitch is crazy because she's can't hide it.
Legitimately crazy.
Yeah, she can't hide it.
Everybody scramble and like freak out in the bank. Well, I just got money for my laborers.
I wonder how she is when the camera's not on. Like if she goes into performative mode when the camera's on, or if she like.
What if she's worse when the camera's on?
I can only go by people that I know that knew her personally, and they say this is her like 100%, like all the time. Yeah.
I wonder why we don't have more videos of other people filming her in these situations, right? Because you know how we get a lot of Karen videos and it's the Karen flipping out and then other people have pulled out their cameras to document it. I feel like we need some of that of her.
I would like some of that. Was there any of her in the initial Home Depot situation?
No, that was her filming herself.
Yeah, she filmed herself.
Thinking that she was in the right.
I mean, settle for some body cam footage at this point.
Yeah, I go body cam.
You could literally retire by the time you're 30. It's called hard work. Now my goal was.
She wanted actual Mania, right? In the spit swap and makeout match with. I
thought.
Oh no,
Prison Palace won.
Prison Palace did win.
Yeah, she's undefeated.
Yep.
Nate says I genuinely feel bad for her father since he wants to help her but just can't. It's all fathers have this thing with their baby girls that they try to help them because they know in the back of their head if they don't try to help them, some guy's gonna use them as a cum dumpster. Like that's every dad with their young daughter with their daughter, not young daughter.
That might be like best case scenario.
Every dad with their daughter, every good dad with their daughter tries to help their daughter because they don't want their daughter turning into a fucking shit covered cum dumpster pukaki. You know, they don't want that. In their head, they're like, I know how I would treat a girl like this if she wasn't my daughter. So I have to make sure I treat her as well as I can as my daughter so she knows what it's like to be treated well. Because most girls would rather just have you mess them up with fluids ending with a nice piss bath to clean her off. They're gross.
On my golden year birthday. But then the funniest thing ever happened. You're never gonna guess.
Oh yeah, it was her birthday recently too.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
You haters brought me to the goddamn moon. Theoretically, I don't want to go to the moon. I like planet Earth. So you guys can take Bezos spaceship to the moon and Mars.
The Bezos spaceship.
Wherever y'all want to go get the planet. All right. Anyway, my biometrics have been in the system since I'm literally yay big. So therefore, thank you for all the royalties, and you just made me literally beyond millions and trillions and all that legally. And I'm gonna claim every penny of it.
Fuck is she saying?
She said maybe y'all should have actually did your own homework. Did y'all find my binder of credentials yet? Mwah! That's what that text
her
there.
Biometrics have been in the system since she was yay big, so she's rich now? Is that?
Yes.
Am I following the thread of this at fucking all?
Yeah, you are. You're
Okay,
following pretty
good.
well.
I'm on board.
God, I don't even have to claim every penny of it because it's considered royalties when I come for each and every one of you for all the cyber crimes you've done, the extortion, and then, like every other crime you've committed in the process. Every single one of you.
She gets royalties on being victimized? Is she an Onision?
She's more like Amber Turd.
Is she an Onision fan? What's going on
IP
here?
address. It's that simple. It's like I used to code for MySpace or something. I just learned something new. All the corrupt politicians in Washington must live up in Bonnie Lake because I
They
just
do.
learned that there's no freaking laundromats here, and I have a whole.
The corrupt politicians.
I'm trying to keep the laundromats out.
Yep. Well, you know, laundromats are a place where people of ill income will purchase
People of
laundromats.
race, PORs.
They launder their money. They launder their money with laundromats because it's a cash business. So they're able to take their ill-gotten gains and report them through a laundromat where people would just come in and pay cash.
Whole thing of laundry.
Oh, I
I
thought
gotta
they
do-
just literally washed their money at the
No,
laundromat.
that's the funny part about laundromats and money laundering. You would
That is
think
ironic.
You would think it was a joke, right? You would think it was. It's a laundromat. They're money laundering at a laundromat, but it really is how it works. people buy these laundromats. Cash business as a great way to hide their earnings. Another great way to hide your earnings is to donate them to Drunken Peasants.
Absolutely.
And also Scott's PayPal. So if there's any crazy sickos out there that have all this stolen, ill-gotten cash,
hey, you got to clean some cash.
You got to clean. So give it to us, and we'll help motivate you to make more. It's a great business. A business. That's how fucking much Disney has bought. They own the word business now. They bought Marvel. They bought Star Wars. They bought transactions.
Oh, that's not where I thought the end of that sentence was going to.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I'm like, they bought that? I didn't know you could do that.
Whoa, Scott, let's talk more about this steak Sunday now that we're free.
let's. Can we get? Have you ever gotten the viewers down to 0? Have you ever been broadcasting?
Lord knows
to no
I've
one?
tried. Lord knows I've tried.
I don't believe we lost 50.
I know we didn't.
And if we somehow did, good riddance. Those are the wrong viewers.
Exactly.
If you're not sticking around for DP Steak Sunday, get the fuck off my show.
Go watch Cooking with Cobra.
So your wrestling show, Scott.
Yes.
The other one, not the one in Tacoma.
Yep.
That's on Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday the 11th.
So, okay. So
9/11,
are you gonna
never forget?
Are you gonna be on the show on Saturday night?
Maybe, but I might be doing something else. I'm not sure.
Wow, Scott.
Look, hey, I got my fingers in a lot of pies.
Yeah.
Like I can't commit to anything too
Poontang
soon.
pies? Yeah.
But possibly poontang pies. But yeah, if I can, I will for sure.
Because
Scott,
I want to go to Ascend.
Yeah.
But we have to coordinate it.
Oh, yeah, we'll coordinate.
Scott, if you're free, we'd love to have you. If you're not free, we'd love for you to have a good time anywhere else.
Oh, thank you.
No.
But yeah, if I can, I will, and I probably can. So I'll know in the next couple days.
I hope you have an awful time if you go anywhere else.
I'm hanging out with Billy, and our business is concluded, man.
Privilege, like you don't have a laundromat in my house. Okay, I don't have a laundromat in my house. All right.
No one has a laundromat in their house. People have a washer and dryer in their house, you stupid.
How about those people that do have like multiple washers and dryers though? That's actually kind of I want multiples.
It's pretty sick.
I want to be able to do bedding while I'm doing like my own towels and shit. Like I've been to some
Whites
Airbnbs
and coloreds at the same time
with a drinking fountain
town to go do laundry because everybody in Bunny Lake is privileged and has laundromats. How do you not have a laundromat in a whole town?
But I thought you were rich.
Well, she has.
Does she think a washing machine is called a laundromat?
Yes.
Because she said everybody is privileged and has laundromats.
Yeah.
Also, if I say laundromat one more time, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. It is a laundromat, not a laundrymat. Okay? Okay.
When you're privileged, that's what happens. I never got that card despite being colored in.
What is
Show of hands, how many people have heard of this international
Does she think
event?
if she has a bunch of tattoos, she's officially a person of color?
How many people were invited in Grays Harbor and Thurston County and Mason County? Show of hands. It's supposed to be over 500 people there yesterday. It is 3:11 my time, and I just want to say, Target, you the best I ever had, ever had. You just gave me a birthday discount. Hell yeah!
I can't imagine anybody watching this and thinking she's attractive. This is pure repulsiveness.
I'm feeling physical. I want to do physical harm. Is what I'm trying to say.
Which who knows if she's even into that? She might want it. We don't know. I just want
to. The maddest I've ever been at a woman, and that is covering some ground.
For real. I still remember that epic rant you did on Anne Frank.
I mean, she ruined it for everyone. She was a bad hider.
World's worst hide and go seek player of all time. No.
Trash.
No. Everybody's defending Art Van Gogh now. They're like, leave her alone. She's cute. We love her. We're not repulsed.
She's not.
I'm
she's
sorry. Would
not
you be defending
that
her if she was ugly?
cute.
Maybe you should look inward and see what a creep you are.
Yeah. Anybody defending her is sick in the head.
Disgusting.
Anybody attacking her is cool beans.
Cool beans.
Anyone being mean to this white lady is cool.
I hope you guys fix her. I want her to be happy and healthy and quiet.
Yeah, quiet is a big one.
And if I could choose one,
yeah, I'll settle for quiet.
So, looking to the future,
looking ahead,
we had a good plan that we talked about not too long ago, but we haven't talked about it again since. I do think we should do some like post-show live reactions eventually to that Brent Spiner book.
That would be fun.
I'll get the audiobook of it because all the cast of Star Trek TNG is in it, playing themselves.
Yeah,
sure.
And apparently it may be inspired by Gale.
It's pretty much, yes. Unless there's somebody else who acted like Gale
and stalked Brent Spiner for years.
Yeah, then I don't know why Brent Spiner would write this book about anybody else.
What is the synopsis of it again?
The synopsis of the book? It's about a psycho fan that's stalking him, and I mean, just look for Brent Spiner book that came out in like 2021, I think it was.
All right, let's see. I think this is something we should do for some post.
I read like the first chapter of it, and he's sitting in his dressing room.
Fan fiction is what it's called.
Yeah, fan fiction. It's about a psycho fan stalking Brent Spiner.
Yeah.
It's
Sticky
literally
in the chat,
called
you're
fan
not
fiction.
the only one who mixes up Anne Frank and Helen Keller. Everyone does it. Nobody knows why.
Wait, which one was which?
Well, one was actually better at being quiet than the other, and it's too bad the roles weren't reversed. Otherwise, they might have both ended up okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
What?
So yeah, it's fan fiction inspired by true events, and it has to do with being stalked by a psycho fan.
It's Gale. It's Gale.
It's Gale.
It's 100% Gale. Anybody who thinks it might not be Gale is slow. It's Gale. Literally the timeline. He's talking about being in his dresser in 1992 and getting sent a box of stink. It's Gale. Gale's been following him since the early 90s. We know this.
Those people do have a lot of really psycho fans, though. Like Star Trek actor. I mean, I've been to a convention and seen like 10,000 people.
So do you think there's somebody other than Gale?
There could have been for.
I take it back, guys. This might not be Gale.
I mean, it could.
Gale.
No. It could be and it couldn't be. But I don't know.
I know it's Gale. It's quite obviously Gale. We've seen Brent Spiner react to people bring up Gale's name before in front of him. Gale is the bane of Brent Spiner's existence.
Yes.
And Brent Spiner lives a pretty good life.
Can you tweet at Brent Spiner and ask him what he thinks about Gale Cord-Schuler?
Don't. He'll ban you. He blocked Ben. Ben's a rabble rouser. That's the problem.
I'm not going to bother my close personal friend, Brent Spiner.
Thank you.
Just ask him how he feels about it. Or, you know what? We should just ask him if the book's about Gale Cord-Schuler.
Sure. I mean, it definitely is, but you can ask him if you want.
We should get our PR department to reach out to him and see if he'll be a guest on our show.
You have a Puerto Rican department?
Talk about the book.
He would never be.
He wrote the book.
We've had Gale on this show.
But he wrote the book. We'll have him just talk about the book.
Okay.
Just talk about the book.
Noted author Brent Spiner.
Which we'll treat him with the utmost respect. We won't bring up Gale. We'll just talk about the book. All the donos that will come in, we'll talk about Gale and
sure.
Probably
That'd be weird.
You guys will probably piss him off with your donos.
There'll be some Gale talk.
Brent Spiner will be like Maddox 2.
Yeah. Maddox 2. What is that? Gucci's chokes on liquor and pukes out the window.
Okay, more porn. I'm in.
Do you not shower? Technically I do, but not every day because I can't every day.
Is she ever not trashed?
No.
Okay.
But there's different levels of it. She's always
Sure.
trashed, but just at different varying
There's like a
levels of
baseline,
it.
and then it goes up from there.
She self-medicates. Damn. Oh no.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
There she goes.
This is a regret.
Oh, I like all the bruises on her.
Not puking, but I'm like letting it out. And I should have done that.
This is definitely better than getting a job.
True.
This is the
see,
life.
Art Van Gogh should take some pointers from Gucci's, because Gucci's is a successful van life streamer.
Should we get Art Van Gogh and Jared Genesis on a van life stream together?
No.
Put Gucci's in
Because as
there?
much as I dislike her, I would not want Jared's creepy ass like perving out on
I
Art
think
Van
she can
Gogh.
handle herself. She's tough. She
I
knows.
I
fuck
thought
is that?
Gabby Petito kind of ruined van life for everyone.
Not even a.
No, it's going strong.
Wasn't even a hiccup.
Huh.
Yeah.
I
think her actually gave them all a view boost. People who are interested in now the van life because of hearing about her going up missing.
I watched this one van life content creator, and she doesn't even live in a van. She lives in a Prius. She's like a former NFL cheerleader, so she's like good looking, and she lives in a Prius and just like drives around the country and like sleeps in parking lots and shit.
It's almost like if you're hot, you can get away with doing any dumb bullshit.
Right? Yeah.
She's pretty.
Beautiful.
Beautiful Gucci's.
Hey, my name is Shooter. Welcome to our room.
Wow, you're talking trash about Shooter?
This is the train crash. This thing right here. This is a train crash.
Train crash? He was in a train crash and he got a scar on his
That's
forehead?
a ringworm. That is not a train crash.
He was unbreakable.
Oh my god, now it's like he's getting her ass while she pukes.
Oh, Gucci's.
No.
How do you feel?
Show me.
I thought you were supposed to show you.
No, keep it on here.
Did you do the thing?
Disrespecting
Oh,
Gucci's privacy.
Tom's Jr. Burger? That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's almost as delicious as Gucci's vomit.
It's not quite Carl's Jr. It's a little more
Tom's
regional,
Jr.
but it's Tom's Jr.
You know, it's so weird. Like, I know the reason why now, but when I first saw Carl's Jr., I'm like, why don't they call it Carl Jr.'s? Wouldn't that make more sense? Wouldn't that be
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, I didn't realize that there used to be Carl's restaurants that were like bigger, almost like sit-down restaurants, and then Carl's Jr. is just the junior version of Carl's.
So there used to be a Tom's Burger, and now this is Tom's Jr.?
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
And don't get me started on Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Yeah, what
the
is
worst
that?
named establishment in the
Okay,
world.
no, you know what though? My biggest one is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not the Maple Leaves.
That's a tough one. I feel obligated to defend it as a Canadian, but it's very stupid, and I can't.
I think as a name, it's okay. I like the idea of Maple Leafs over Maple Leaves as a name, because it's like you could pluralize Maple Leaf and make it Maple Leaves, but it wouldn't stand out. It wouldn't brand the same. Maple Leafs is like an ingenious branding, of course, because that's like the way it's supposed to be said.
Right.
That's
But when you break away from what's supposed to be said, you've now gotten yourself into the branding.
See,
world.
here they were like, are we going to call them the Kraken or the Krakens? And then because like normally you refer to the players of that team as that, like the players of the Maple Leafs are the Leafs. Like he's a Leaf.
Yeah.
You know, so like, are the players going to be the Kraken? Is each one going to be referred to as Krakens or just Kraken? You know,
Kraken is kind of a weird one too.
Yeah, it is.
You're just one big squid.
Yeah, like together they're the Kraken.
The
not
players should be
individually.
referred to as the tentacles.
I do
agree.
like that.
Each player should be a tentacle.
They have this cool like projection animation on the ice before the game starts with these giant fucking like tentacles on the ice. It's pretty cool. It's the arena that they totally gutted and remade in Seattle is amazing. It's the nicest indoor arena I've ever been to.
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Just some dude said, this makes me miss my ex of Gucci vomiting out the window.
They have prime rib chili at the T-Mobile or is it T-Mobile Arena?
Good.
Or no, it's Climate Pledge Arena. Climate Pledge.
Climate Pledge.
Yeah.
I like how Amazon bought an arena and didn't call it Amazon Arena.
That was actually kind of a smart PR move because everyone thinks they own everything already.
Yeah.
But you can like, I'm in Amazon's system because I've shopped at their grocery store. I just scan my palm to pay at the grocery store. You bag while you shop and then just walk out and they charge your Amazon account. But now at Climate Pledge, they have that scan shit everywhere.
Yeah.
And you can scan your palm to buy a beer or like whatever.
It's kind of cool. The Amazon sperm banks, you just hold your palm over the cup and the cum you just jerked off will
shoots
get
on your
sucked
hand.
into it. Yeah.
It's like Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's sweet. That wasn't the goo puke video I thought it was. She was puking the other night too and triggered a bunch of other people to start puking. That's so good. I remember watching Problem Child 2 at the drive-in movie theater.
Poor John Ritter.
And when they're on the whirligig gimmick and they all start puking on each other on the whirligig gimmick.
The fat kid pukes like projectile stream.
My dad is like really triggered. He was really triggered by
sympathetic.
vomit.
Yeah.
And so he started puking, and then other people at the drive-in theater started puking as well. It was so fucking wild.
It's like a new concept of like immersive theater viewing, puke vision.
It was so wild because my dad started going that you could hear people in the fucking background like it was so good.
So there was puking on screen and in the theater at the same time.
It was rough.
Immersive.
It was rough.
That was a puke. That was
Hey Gucci's.
There she is.
Miss America.
They just make it seem so glamorous.
Flossy, flossy.
Yeah, the first time I saw RV streams, I looked at the condition their RV was in, and I'm like, no, like they
This
can't
is
even
squalid.
Yeah. By the way, this is great pause game right here. It's
Very
pretty
good.
amazing. Yeah. We'll let everyone get a cool screenshot. Someone screenshot this and post it in the gallery on the Discord because I want to use this for a thumbnail eventually.
I feel like I'm gonna have to get a new fucking Discord. I'm so mad. I got a message back from Discord, and they told me that they're not gonna reinstate my account.
Who the fuck do they think they are?
That's bullshit.
Well,
there's some fucking guy who trolled the fucking Martin Shkreli's Discord server, and now Discord is doing the fucking work of the troll to ban people who weren't even fucking involved with anything.
It's just an example of Martin Shkreli rubbing off on you.
I literally
the Martin.
I've been active in his server like 4 times in the last 2 months. I've gone in there and like talked like 4 times. Damn. And now I'm just getting banned because I had a fucking a mod role in his server. It's fucked up.
Bullshit.
It's fucked up. I'm thinking I might go to PAX this weekend and try and talk to Discord at PAX because they always have a booth.
Are those actual Discord employees or just like people they hired?
Somebody will know somebody.
Because they like hired Anastasia to work for Nintendo.
Somebody
and she
should
doesn't
know
actually
somebody.
Maybe.
If I go down there with the fucking camera out and I'm like, investigative journalism, why are you guys helping a fucking troll ban me off of your platform when all I've ever done was be a sweet boy?
It's gonna be a real Billy on the Street situation.
Might have to, young
but
Eichner.
gayer.
Have you tried to make a new account? Because I don't know. I don't know what happens when you do that. I don't know if they ban your IP or what they do.
Everybody says make a new account, and I'm like, I don't want to want my account back. Fucking pissed. I didn't do nothing.
That's what you get for fucking with Jared Genesis, Billy. Should have known better.
It's not.
Don't mess with the best.
Hi, excuse me.
Had nothing to do with Jared Genesis.
Handed you a big fat L.
It did nothing to do with Jared Genesis.
I'm supposed to start work today, but I lost my uniform.
Oh my god.
Do you have like an extra?
Discord is aiding and abetting a cyber criminal and allowed me to be their fodder. I'm personally
Martin Shkreli?
victimized. No, Shkreli, the guy that was fucking trolling Shkreli that they tried to ban and evaded their ban. Now they're taking this guy's fucking word about us and banning us. Martin might have done something against TOS. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't fucking there. Why the fuck am I getting banned? It's bullshit.
The stank rubs off hard.
Is there one next?
That's like a really shitty thing to joke about, though. Like I am really bummed that my Discord's gone.
Well, that sucks.
And it's bullshit. Why as well?
Yeah, like I did. Like if Martin did something online that I wasn't even around for, like joking, the stink rubs off. That's fucked up, right? That's salt on a wound. That sucks. That fucking sucks.
Well, my apologies. I didn't realize it was a wound.
It's not. I mean, yeah. I just got my fucking Discord removed. I've had for fucking like 6 years with tons of contacts, tons of information, tons of Discords that I'm a part of, all fucking washed away because of something that I had no involvement in. And it's like making a joke about me being friends with Martin Shkreli doesn't really fucking help. Like, I really want people to know this fucking sucks. And if anybody has any idea how to fix this, I really am at a loss right now.
Page and log in on the site with your old Discord stuff. You might be able to get the pics you made, but you can't make new ones on the website.
Yeah, I can't make new ones. I can't use any of that. I'm like fucked for no reason. I didn't do anything, but I'm fucked. So, like, joking about it is funny, haha, but I really am fucking, like, assed out right now. I really am. It is a great fucking disservice to me to have lost this fucking account. And I literally had nothing to do with any of anything that was against the terms of service except that I was a mod in a fucking Discord that I didn't moderate in. I just was mod by name only. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't even have to accept being a mod. They can just give you mod. And if that's the case...
They can assign any role to anybody.
If you're in someone's server, they can give you mod and then they can create a terms of service violation and have your fucking account ruined? That's what I'm understanding is happening right here.
My apologies. I thought it was clear that I was joking around.
Oh, obviously it was. But
I also said Jared
clear,
Genesis did it too.
But what's not clear is that I am actually really fucking distraught over this, and I really am looking for some help. If anybody knows anything to fix this, because I've been trying to find any way to talk to Discord, and there's no phone number.
No,
when I message them, they fucking the message I got from Discord after I messaged saying there was a problem, they responded with let's read this fucking message because it really doesn't fucking help. It sounds like an automated message.
Have you tweeted at them publicly?
I tweeted publicly. Ben retweeted it. That was like helpful to get more eyes on it. I'm not trying to blame you, Ben. I'm like literally just all falling out right now because of how fucking mad I am on the inside, and I've been trying to like deal with it, but there's no way to deal with it. I got a fucking message from Clyde at Discord, which sounds like a bot. Hello, your account was disabled for violating our terms of service or community guidelines. We will not reinstate the account. You should have received an email with more information regarding this violation. If you have any questions as to what behavior resulted in your account being disabled, please refer to that email. The email said that I violated terms of service.
Yeah, it doesn't give you an actual
or
reason.
broke guidelines. It gave me no fucking reason. This is really fucked. Like, I really fucking am, like, very hurt about this, and I don't know what to do.
So Discord is another example of a platform that's so huge, but they don't really have the staffing base to really address the amount of users they have on there. So this kind of shit is going to have, like, this kind of shit used to be more common with YouTube at one time too, and then YouTube kind of changed things around and made it a little easier to contact them. It's bullshit that normally you have to do it through Twitter, but they at least have like a direct contact that you can prod at until you hear something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like how to make a campaign to get their attention, because I'm getting this bullshit I had no hand in any of this.
See, they don't care because you're just like a drop in the bucket to them. Like,
that's why I want to start some shit.
Collateral
and start
damage.
a fire under their ass so they pay attention to me. I want my damn account back.
Yeah. So if anyone's got some kind of experience with this or knows a good way to get it done.
If anybody out here is a hacker, because this hacker, the guy that fucking got them to blow my shit up, he seemed to have known the exploit to get an entire Discord down. So if someone can reverse engineer what he did, so I can try and approach them and say, this is how we were fucking attacked by a fucking guy that you're aiding and abetting in destroying the functional platform I've been utilizing for 6 years, creating relationships and communities for 6 years, and you let a fucking hacker blow my shit up.
I've seen entire Discords go down for doing things like having like unapproved images on it, like even like lolly stuff is bannable, like termable. I've seen Discords come down for doxing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's
I think there might have been doxing, but I don't know because I wasn't there for it. I wasn't in the fucking. I was literally just. I had a mod role, and this I talked to Matt, who works with Shot from the Point, and Matt was telling me this happened to somebody recently, or I don't know, within the last few months, and it was just because they were a mod in a Discord, and they got their whole fucking account banned. And I feel like there should be some sort of action done by that mod that shows they did something wrong. Like, I wasn't around for the conversations. I wasn't aiding and abetting in anything. I hadn't talked in fucking Martin's Discord for like 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, and then I fucking show up and my account's banned. I'm thinking it did have something to do with Jared, because he was actively trying to get us the day before.
Yeah.
This happened the day after. I'm like, did Jared actually do something?
Someone else would have had to have done it for him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know how to do
it. So that's my initial thought was like, did Jared actually get the Gilded? Did they come in as Gilded and BJJ my fucking kneecaps?
You didn't come in as Gilded.
I didn't come in as Gilded.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just it is super frustrating, and I feel like we have a platform here for people, and if anybody knows how to get through this, please like message or comment, because I don't know what the fuck to do. It's been like the second day I messaged them trying to open up a dialogue, and I get an auto response from Clyde, and I'm really trying to figure out how the fuck I'm going to be able to handle this, because I don't know, and I want my shit back. I did nothing wrong. Yeah. I'm a sweet boy.
It's true.
It's like very, very, very shitty.
The thing I don't like about it is if you get banned, then your Discord server just becomes like there's no owner of it anymore. Like if the owner gets banned from Discord, the server that they're the owner of is just, it's left without like the highest possible role for it. It doesn't like go to anybody else, like the second highest person on the ladder or anything.
Yeah.
It's really weird. They should probably give you like in the cases where bans are justified, they should probably like lock your account but give you like the ability to transfer it to somebody else. But then I guess they just assume that you're going to like create another account and transfer it to yourself. So
yeah.
I don't know.
And all my like DMs are still open for people to DM me, but I'm not going to be able to see them. So who knows what sort of like magic I'm missing out on right now. There could be someone messaging me right now like, Billy, here's $1 million. I just want to give you.
Oh, a Nigerian prince?
I mean, it could be a Nigerian prince scam, or it could be someone who just wants to give me money. I get so much free stuff all the time in DMs. People are very kind to me. And I'm thinking of all the kindness I'm missing out on right now because of some troll that Discord's aiding and abetting, giving him power over me. That makes me feel like Discord owes me a public apology and a back body massage.
I think Discord is the
body massage.
We've put in way too much stock in Discord because it is a well organized platform as far as the user experiences, but Discord as an organization, there's no way they can handle the amount of people that use it. I'd like to see the numbers. I'm guessing millions of users. Let me see.
Literally dozens of users.
Dozens. Discord should bend over backwards for me. I agree, son of mouse. For
150 million approximately Discord users.
I wonder how many of that is bots that are made for
I was going to say 98% of that is bots. It's like 45 people.
Maybe not that many, but a lot of people do have bots running in their servers. You know, I wonder if they count those or not.
They might have a way of telling if they're bots or not. I don't know.
Oh, what are they, geniuses?
There are 6.7 million active servers on Discord.
That's too many.
Yeah, I mean, like, they don't have a big staff there.
They should have one staff member per server. They should hire 6.7 million people.
That's why there's no phone number. It'd be like ringing all day. And then they have to hire a whole call center of people to answer the calls.
Which means I'm just going to have to get creative. Mr. Mumbo's coming on the Patreon. Cheers. Glad you're coming on.
This month's Actual Mania is going to be crazy, and we'll get to that. Actually, Egghead sent in a promo, so I guess it's a response to the diss promo from Smarty. Here it is.
Egghead sent in a promo, so I guess that's the end of the show, guys. Sorry, see you next week.
Heyo.
He's scratching his head.
Papa John Smarty wants to end my career at Actual Media. Well then, I say one thing and one thing only. Do it. Do it. I want you to. Because if you don't, you would just be pretty much a part of the list of people who wanted not only my Actual Mania career dead, but my DP career dead, and me personally dead. So if you're going to kill the egg, then by all means, pull the trigger and get it over with. Because I am tired of seeing non-stop people saying that, oh, I'm going to end your life, I want you to end yourself, I want you to do all this shit. Why don't you just be a man, do what Honest Red couldn't do at Actual Mania, and kill me? Okay?
I like this angle.
Good night. Take care.
You know what? I am on board with the please kill me arc of Egghead.
I'm a loser, baby.
And he's coming out of 2 losses that he should have won.
So why don't you kill me?
Tough L's.
Those tough L's from Egghead.
Yeah.
Let's
we wish him the best.
fucking go.
Who wants to get us to 50% before we... let's do a tip train. One last tip train if anyone has anything before we end the show.
Drop those monstrous
Cowards.
tips.
$39.88.
Put those tips up on the... Somebody give $2.88 just so we get off this 12-cent gimmick. It was funny.
Somebody give $14.88.
It was
that
funny.
Gets us part of the way.
Shit.
What happened? Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted.
What a maroon.
What a maroon.
Does anybody here like beef carpaccio?
I like a carpaccio. I like any raw meat.
Oh, man. Steak tartare is one of my favorite.
You think tartare is better than carpaccio?
Chicken sashimi,
I don't think I've ever had it.
That's a good one.
Chicken sashimi sounds terrible to me. Is it really good?
I think it's fine.
It's in New England. It's only going to get crazier.
Oh,
boy.
Egghead's only going to get crazier.
What a teaser.
There's a sushi place in my town that is all conveyor belt, but then there's a conveyor belt where there's a touchscreen where you can order fresh stuff, and they make all kinds of stuff. Like they have steak dishes and all kinds of shit, and they have a robot that serves you your drinks, which is insane.
Ooh.
I took Adam there when he was in town the last time.
Did you take Monty there?
Yes, yeah, I did. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And like I know you're not into fish, but they have like a bunch of like non-fish related food there too.
Yeah, like even at a sushi place, I can usually there's something
Like
I'll
yeah,
like there.
yeah,
There's always other stuff. Yeah.
yeah. They have like 3 different types of beef sushi there.
Your beef is strong.
And you can order like if you want like shrimp tempura or whatever, you can type it into the screen and it comes down. Yeah, fresh miso. I love that place. It's called Kura Sushi, not a sponsor, Tubes.
Not a sponsor, Tubes.
Yeah.
Cobb's fucking dye job looked so funny.
I thought it actually made him look better, but I think Scott was right that part of it is
It's because his hair was washed.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, he definitely looked good afterwards, but like while he had the dye on his face, Like what? Like him doing the whole whatever so you could clip it while he died would have been good, would have been content. But that really was coming up all with his hair like that, wet, looking like a goddamn caveman. That was more than we deserved. That was so good.
Kura.
Yeah.
Kura.
Yeah, there's 2 conveyor belts. There's one, the bottom one has the little pods with the pre-made sushi, and then above that there's like a conveyor belt that the fresh stuff that you order comes in, and then there's a little slot. When you're done with your plate, there's a slot in the table.
For you.
There's a little slot.
You shove it down into the slot, and if you eat 15 plates, this little prize capsule like drops down.
Ball Z.
Swell Shank, you did not do what...
Hey, Swell Shank. Hey, Ben, why don't you read how much he gave?
Did somebody fuck it up already?
1488.
God damn you.
My first ever commander is trash, so I'm building him out of spite. Any suggestions for YLF?
There's the slot.
Soul of Steel. Yeah.
Right there.
I have YLF in a red-white deck. Get every...
Here's the prize.
Get every creature you can that will reduce the price of an equip cost. Throw in a ton of the swords in there. You can make a fun little YLF deck. Have some backup creatures to equip the swords on in case YLF gets too expensive.
$2.95 a plate, no matter what is on the plate, by the way.
But you can definitely get like the tons, like the new giant from the Adventures of the Forgotten Realms. I think no, it's not a giant. It's a dwarf, red-white dwarf. The first equip class costs 0 each turn. There's a ton that will do this. There's the Commander Arden from Commander Legends will go good in there. There's a ton of other things that will reduce the casting costs or no, the price of equip costs, and just pack Wyleth up with stuff and swing in and draw cards. It's fun. It's going to be tough because he is a commander that you build on top of, but there's some great equipment you can make work. So go for it. Have fun. Red White is a fun build.
Here's the drink robot.
Or was that a psychotic break?
Oh, sorry. Where were we at?
At Kura Sushi.
Where am I?
I usually talk magic on Discord. Now that my Discord's gone, I just lapse into magic.
Now all the magic talk is on the show.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have no outlet for my Magic the Gathering talk.
If that isn't motivation to get people to help you get back on Discord, I don't know what is.
Right?
Did you, Scott, did you ever see the thing where the guy that runs the Bret Hart hates Bill Goldberg Twitter found Bret Hart and asked him if he liked Goldberg?
No.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
Tip train. Woot woot whoa. Seriously, let's get this started. Dude, keep it real. Hey.
Now we need that $2.88 to get us to 50% and get that damn 12 out of here. The second someone fixed it, we got $12.12. That is a kick in the butt.
It really is.
That's a top tier fuck in the mouth. I don't like it. Someone said I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle was the best sushi in the U.S. There's some good sushi here. We have some good money here, but I think you're probably going to see better sushi in Los Angeles and Japan.
LA.
But he said in the U.S. So,
yeah.
So he's the best sushi in the U.S. I think L.A. probably might have a little better because of the amount of people that are going out to stunt in L.A. Like L.A. is like Hollywood, glitz, glamour. The chefs are more attracted to that lifestyle. They're gonna bring some of the best chefs out there. But I think Seattle definitely has a high up because we have Microsoft, we have Amazon, we have a lot of big tech money. I think these tech
and you're
people
on the West Coast, so
yeah, you're coasting.
Geographically.
I don't know if New York has the best sushi, but I bet you they have great sushi. They have great everything, right?
I was gonna say, yeah, like New York and Vegas are always going to be top 2 for any kind of food.
Yeah, Vegas is fantastic
two
food
of
city.
The top, not the top 2.
Vegas is a fantastic food city destination right there.
Yeah.
I want to play this video, but I had to find it really quick here.
Boom, boom. The fish are probably fresher in Seattle, but I think they probably get them to L.A. Like there's this demand for that sort of thing. In the
Vancouver is also excellent for sushi.
Yeah, Vancouver is
wasted on me.
Scott, what's your favorite kind of sushi?
Beef.
Porterhouse.
Porterhouse for 2 for 1.
Do you when you get a big thick cut? Do you get it rare as well, or do you go medium rare?
Always rare.
Because at the Ascend, when I got a big thick cut, I ordered it rare, and the guy was like, "You should probably get this one medium rare because it's a big thick
You spit
one."
in his face and don't tell me how to do my job.
No, I let him do medium rare. I was like, okay, yeah, because
Was it the tomahawk?
Yeah, I don't know if it was a tomahawk. I think it was the porterhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have the one that's like the bang for your buck cut where it's like not as high quality, but it's like you get a ton of it. Like it's still good quality, but
yeah.
Today's date is August 7th, 2022. Does Bret Hart like Bill Goldberg?
No. Worth it. No. Oh, why? Just because he unsafely kicked you in the head and ended your career? That seems like quite a grudge to hold, Bret. Also, you look fat. How about that?
Aww.
A lot of people.
He's like, how old is he? He's like 60 something.
He's 104 years old. He actually looks pretty good for his age.
Wasn't there a vehicle accident Bret Hart got in after the Goldberg kick? And didn't he do multiple matches after the Goldberg kick that probably also didn't help?
Look at this.
Right after the Goldberg kick, he worked for like 2 weeks. And every match, he got a bunch more like mini concussions.
Yeah.
And that's why his brain's made of pudding now.
And then there was also a vehicle accident.
I think he had a motorcycle accident.
Yeah, motorcycle
And then he had a
accident.
stroke.
Yeah, like Bill Goldberg, I think it's cool to like be mad at him for that. As Bret Hart, of course, that was a fuck up on Bill Goldberg, but also like I feel like Goldberg should not give a fuck about Bret Hart's opinion on him at this point.
Fair enough.
Look, fuck, because I saw Goldberg respond. And he was like, "I'm done feeling bad for Bret Hart," and it's like, I don't think you could ever be done feeling bad for Bret Hart. He's surrounded by tragedy outside of you kicking him in the fucking head. But you shouldn't feel guilty, Goldberg. You should have been working anyways. You reckless piece of shit.
You reckless idiot.
So many people put you in that position to kick Bret Hart in the head. It's not all your fault.
No, there was a whole team behind you.
Yeah. R.I.P. Blue Meanie? What the fuck does that mean? That's not true, is it?
Wait, hold,
That's not true. That can't be true.
Man, people do this kind of stuff and to get
breaking
this
news?
reaction all the time.
I don't think it's true. It's Dick Smasher McIron Cook.
Right.
Cock. I think it's not true. Blue Meanie should be fine. I was in Bellingham last week to buy a boat. Nice.
I don't see any Blue Meanie dead.
Thank you, Immortan Dave. We have hit the 50% goal.
And we're gonna,
we did it.
Appreciate you guys.
God damn, but I have to pee.
Yeah, let Scott pee. Ben and I are going to go also pee in Scott's.
It's going to be all kinds of pee.
Scott's toilet.
I meant Blue Blazer, not Blue Meanie. Get out of here.
All right, good night, everybody.
Much better.
Ban him forever.
Good night.
All right, people, Blazer.
Janice.
Who Janice? Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.
420.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.